It has been a spectacular stop here in the Okanagan Valley. We are in Kelowna. It is the final day of the Montana's Brier. Big games next, right here on TSN.
2013 was the last time that Brad Jacobs won a Brier title. Since then, he's come close. However, always falling short. Anybody. Oh, Brad Jacobs. This year, Jacobs once again finds himself in the playoffs. The team now just one win away from a trip to the final. But standing in their way, the six-time Brier winner. It is Team Canada. It is Alberta's Jacobs. The semifinal from the Montana's Brier. Next.
Just after 11 a.m. local time here in BC, and what a way to kick off your Sunday. I don't know what's been better, the weather here in Kelowna or the shot making. All week long, the Montana's Brier right here. There's Prospera Place. There's your semifinal. Jacobs, Gushue, winner moves on to take on Matt Dunstone tonight for that gold medal game. Coming inside the building, glad you're watching our coverage right here on TSN. Brian Mutrick with you. Is there anything more special on a Sunday at the Brier than a battle of the Brads? Well, for Brad Jacobs, it's been a while. He hasn't won since back in 2013 in Edmonton, and now he's back. He's skipping an Alberta team. All Brad Gushue has done is won this thing, a chance for 4 straight and 7 all-time. But the new wrinkle on his team, Brendan Botcher is now on his squad. Botcher used to skip this team out of Alberta. So a lot of great storylines and new faces in different places. In the meantime, how did Dunstone qualify directly to that final? What a game this was last night. Winner directly to the gold medal game. And a highlight reel star was this guy, Colton Lott. He was unbelievable. Here in 3, run it back. 2 Reds go. And there's his wife, Kadriana, right in the middle, cheering him on. Oh, he wasn't done. This guy was a human highlight reel. One more time. We pick him up. In 9. Needs a big one for the skipper. Nails the double again. Outstanding shot. I talked to Matt Dunstone earlier today. He said that guy is a massive reason why we are straight to the final. So that set up this, still in 9. Out of the weeds a little bit. Oh, but a nice job managing the weight. Taps it for 2. Leads by 2. Coming home in 10. Gushue does have the hammer. Actually set up the end really well. He's got an opportunity for 3, maybe even 4 if he can hit this right. But a little bit too thin, and it's a steal for Dunstone. And the young man, his first ever playoff win against Gushue. And the emotion, yeah, you better believe it. He now lives in Kamloops, just a couple hours down the road. He's fired up Dunstone into his 2nd final all-time. But today, the semifinal, it all begins. 2 big games. We start with Jacobs, Gushue. Winner moves on to the final with more. Nick Rauner.
Hello, Canada. So glad to be with you. Joe's alongside Russ as always. As Brian alluded to, so many subplots throughout this Brier with all the pre-tournament player movement, and a big one right here, of course, when you have Brendan Botcher going from there, now with Gushue, and Jacobs now there with Alberta, but Jacobs is right in the place he wants to be.
Well, you almost never hear of a team replacing their skip. They brought Brad Jacobs on for his intensity, for that fire. No one has been able to beat Brad Gushue out of Brier in the last 3 years. This is what he's here for. It's all coming to a head today.
And here they come, the team from the Glencoe Club in Calgary, skipped by Brad Jacobs. In that page qualifier, however, it was Gushue who won it 7-4.
Yeah, but one shot pick, and that's all it was out of Jacobs. He had control of that game, hammering 7, tried a tough double, made the double, jammed it. That was a 3-point swing. That's all they have to clean up.
Last night, Brad Gushue admits they did not play well. His rock positioning wasn't very good. He was chasing all the time. If he had a game plan, it was rock to rock instead of maybe end to end or a total plan. And that was the reason he may have dropped that one to Dunstone.
Yeah, for sure. They were, let's face it, the 2nd best team against Dunstone last night. Call it their B game, call it whatever you want. At the end of the day, he had a hit to win the game, and that's what Gushue does. Better rock position. You said it best, Vic. That's all they have to do.
From the Remax Center, the St. John's Curling Club, Gushue, the 6-time winner. Listen, it's fair to say, and I'm not going. As Gushue goes, so goes this team.
Yeah, and he had to make 2 extremely precise draws to the button to keep his team in it. He is the reason this team wins the Brier 3 years in a row.
And now, it is my great pleasure to introduce you to Team Alberta Jacobs. Lead, Ben Hebert. Second, Brett Gallant. Third, Mark Kennedy. And the skip, Brad Jacobs.
You know, we forget, Gallant won 4 titles playing with Gushue.
Now, please welcome Team Canada. Lead, Jeff Walker. Second, Brandon Botcher. Third, Mark Nichols. And the skip, Brad Gushue.
Something to keep in mind. Brad Jacobs has never beaten Gushue in a Brier playoff since 2015. Can he do it today? Dunstone is waiting in the final. Final stone, Brad Jacobs. He squeaked it. Anybody. Oh! Nobody but Brad Jacobs.
Girl! Whoa!
Yeah.
So nice.
Put your hands together.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
Oh my goodness, it's been a wonderful week here at Prospera Place in Kelowna. The 4 sheets that were used right through round robin up until Thursday evening, now down just to the 1 sheet of play. And it's time to meet the teams hooking up in this semifinal. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. They hailed from the Glencoe Club in Calgary, skipped by Brad Jacobs with Ben Hebert, Brett Gallant, and Mark Kennedy. Team Canada, the Remax Center, St. John's Curling Club with Brad Gushue. There you see Jeff Walker, Brendan Botcher, and Mark Nichols. Jacobs with the better round robin record, 8 straight against the 7-1 Gushue, so he gets the choice of stones and he'll get the hammer. So that means last rock and red. Gushue will play yellow. He has the brush down, and to get us underway with Matt Dunstone waiting in the wings in the final, this is the Team Canada lead, Jeff Walker.
Jeff probably, by his own admission, had the weakest game of the week for him. So you know that's going to change because his playoff numbers are through the roof.
Right to the broom. Hart, keep going.
Yeah, it was a little bit different just for speed lines yesterday night. There were a few lines that kind of surprised them on how quick they were, and just had a hard time getting his rocks in exactly the perfect spot like he normally does.
And at this level, that makes all the difference because then the degree of difficulty goes all the way up the line until Gucci's playing a shot like he had last night.
Always Brett. Looks there to me, Brett. Looks there to me, buddy. Okay. We're probably going to be way over here, but that's okay. Pretty soft. Play the weight. Out of the boonies. 14-3. We're really moving here. Sweep for T. We are. Good toss, Ben. Good, Benny. Atta boy.
Look at the curl.
Atta boy. Great shot.
All right, keys to the game now, and we will start with Team Canada.
Well, run with Walker because I've expected what I just said earlier. He's going to bounce back as it was not a well-played game by Jeff Walker. I think you're going to see a difference here and control the front. Against any world-class team, you have to control the scoring zone. Against Jacobs, it's even more important.
Gotta go for a piece of it. Go, 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 go. Okay.
Okay, good sweep.
And the keys now for Brad Jacobs.
This team's such great strategic minds in all four, but they do need to bank some time as the game goes on. You know it's going to be close in the 10th, and they have to have more than a couple minutes on their clock. And a path less traveled. Brad Gushue was dialed into his draw weight last night in that 1-2 Page game. If they can force him into a different path, he may not know it. That's how you get the miss.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties. Yeah, I mean, he drew the pin twice for must-needed singles.
Yeah, you missed the 1 against 3, loses the game.
Funny, though, you talk about how they had a hard time, Team Canada, getting the end set up last night, but then we also saw Colton Law was a human highlight reel, so I don't think it was that bad. If Colton doesn't play as well as he does, I mean, they were tied up playing the 9th end.
Yeah, and he got the blank out of there.
It's funny how the time clocks affected both, though. Even Team Canada last night, something almost unheard of. They got caught, and
Good throw, Brendan. Throw.
Gushue admitting on that last shot. Was it there? Yeah, maybe. He could not throw it as hard as he may have liked. It would have taken him out of his comfort zone, and then the clock was not in his favor.
Yeah, everything was against him there. It was a very strange angle. He had to come almost across the top of the side rock and get it to go straight north. And physically, it would have been really crazy to make that thing.
Girl. Really got to
But
go,
I think the better team won. You know, I thought Dunstone played really well, especially himself.
Okay. Okay. Here, Brett. That's okay.
All right. So 5 rock rule, 10 ends have to play a minimum of 9, 38 minutes thinking time. As I say, teams are getting caught. 1 60-second timeout and the no-tick rule. Put your guard center line, and it cannot be removed until the 5th stone has been played.
At a turning point here already, Joe. They were just going to play open side, try to get the blank. Brett Gallant rolls out, and now Gushue's got what he wants, center guard and throwing.
Yeah, they could come around, try to make it good at the top of the 4-foot. They're actually going to put a tight guard. And get a double guard situation. That guard's a little bit high, and probably you would be able to follow down wherever they put the draw with lightweight, tap it out.
Okay, good.
So the second one goes up.
Could change gears here if you want. Just go around top 8, top 4. Their plan was to have hammer in 2. This has to be made.
Trying to make up for his rollout.
Whoa, curl.
Brett Gallant.
Curl. Curl still. Okay, whoa. That's okay, Brett. Good throw.
They met on, as we say, that Page qualifying game on Friday afternoon. Jacobs, again, because of that record, had the last rock in the first. Was forced, and then they traded singles for the entire game until Team Canada scored 3 and 9 to win it 7-4. There was no conversions in that game until the 9th. They're going now?
Yep.
A little bit early. Hard early.
Be interesting to see what the speed is like today. For both games yesterday, it sounded like it was just 3 or 4 feet slower, a little bit more curl on the draws.
Line's great.
Line's good. Waiting for.
Wait's close.
Get some separation.
Yeah.
Go for it. Come on.
Curl.
Go. No, let's go for distance.
Keep
Go
going.
Go for distance.
Came down a little.
What happened there? Pardon? I say, what happened there? We just wasted like 20 seconds.
Yep. Yeah. Looks like.
See, even now, first stand, and he's already
is real
talking about
close.
wasting 20 seconds. So it's in their head now about yesterday and how they were rushed.
Yeah, that actually surprises me, Vic, because Team Gushue, they're a team that is rarely short on time.
Yeah.
They do have discussions when they need to have them, but for the most part, Brad puts the broom down.
Right.
If you sit in the hack and talk about something for 20 seconds, they would have been discussing speed and what they needed to make the shot. I wouldn't be that concerned about the time clock if I was Brad.
No.
Oh, very nice.
Not now.
How do you like that? Mark Kennedy got them both. So the week that was for Team Canada, and their only loss was for first place Dunstone in the last round robin game. Then they beat Jacobs. And then they lost to Dunstone last night. And now up against Jacobs with Dunstone awaiting the winner. Dunstone, of course, losing in the final 2 years ago in London, Ontario, to Gushue.
Good brush.
I mean, look at the numbers. 70 points scored, 40 in the first 3. That game against Territories, that was a record setter since the playoff era of 80. And then they lost to Gushue, and this is the hard part for this team. If they're going to win it, they have to win 4 in a row. 4 must-win games for Jacobs to be the champion.
After being 8-0 in the round robin, they just they dropped the wrong game at the wrong time.
Lots of weight. 10-3. Okay.
Normal or board? Board on the solid side. Yep.
Hit that ice.
Yeah.
You know, Vic, you look at the final 3 here that your Dunstone's had, the best in the country. He's in the final already, beat Gushue twice. This guy's won 6. He's a legend. Jacobs, second best team all year. Went the round robin, the only team undefeated. We get 3 CTRS teams into the Brier. We need 3 in the Worlds, maybe. Send them all.
That's hard to pick one.
And that's where the winner of this one will go, of course, is to Moose Jaw and the World Men's Championship.
Nail the weight cup, see?
As a fan, it's just a shame to see 2 of these teams aren't going to keep going.
Weight's good. Clean. Same as you. Easy.
Clean.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard, Brett. Go ahead, Brett. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay,
Keep going.
okay.
Keep going.
You're fine.
You're good. Any roll,
Fine.
Benny's good.
Yeah.
Good sweep, Brett. Probably a
10-2.
Yeah.
A little bit of fresh curl in the forefoot.
Yeah.
A little more sweet.
10-2.
Do you ever, I mean, I know, Joe, that mapping the ice is important, and they get a chance in their pregame practice to do a little bit. Do you ever stop mapping, or is it first rock first to last rock 10th?
Oh, they're always highly engaged in every single rock, and you'll hear it because the ice can change as the game progresses. Sometimes you see things slow down a bit. Sometimes as the pebble wears in, you'll see more curl, or if you throw out the spot a whole bunch of times, it can straighten out. So they're constantly assessing the situation.
And it's also the reminding of each other, right, Russ? You just have to keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, I know as a skip, especially in a long round robin, we used to play 11 games round robin. You'd get to about Thursday and you'd say, this is the straight spot. And you go, no, that was sheet B. I'm on C now. It is very difficult to get the brim the right spot for the whole week. It's a lot of mental work. This spot, it won't be now because there's still some pebble, but this spot was crazy straight last night. Maybe in a little tighter, edge of 4.
Looking for the blank.
Just clean.
Clean.
Good.
Oh, boy.
So we'll put a blank on the board, the 7th blank of the week for Jacobs. Survives a rollout with a wonderful run double by Mark Kennedy. The setup here in this second looks familiar, although this time Jacobs has left his play to the wings out in front. As we welcome you back. Semifinal championship Sunday. Matt Dunstone is waiting the winner of this one, Jacobs, Gushue. And with that blank, Jacobs once again has last rock. Has the hammer playing the redstone.
That's the beautiful part about the 5 rock rule, especially with this much swing. You go around the center, do you go open side, you throw up a corner and ignore the center, you freeze to that one that Brad just threw, you go around it. There's so many options.
Once again, here's Brian.
Vic, back on Friday, of course, we had Trade Center covering the NHL on TSN, and you could argue this year we could have done something with curling. So many moves, especially in the men's game, and one of the big free agents picked up was Brendan Botcher. And I talked to Brad Gushue before the championship. He said that Brendan's personality has been outstanding. He's fit in seamlessly with this team. And I chatted with Ben Hebert as well. Obviously, Botcher used to skip this Alberta side, and Ben was nothing but complimentary, saying that Botcher's a guy I'd like to have a beer with, go golfing with, still good friends with him. And Ben went even further to say it's so nice to see Botcher having great success and confidence again in the Brier at the 2nd position. And Ben said he would not be shocked if it's someday again Botcher wants to go back and skip, because in Ben's words, he's really found his swagger again at the Brier stage.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. I think what's also, he's grown into this position, Joe. He now has earned the trust of the front end for Gushue. Gushue said to us, I have to bite my tongue. There are times I want to yell, and I go, nope, Botcher's got it. So they've benefited, I think, from his being and reading the ice.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow, look at that. Goodness gracious. Oh, take that.
It's going to be a battle today. Brendan versus Brett. He makes the perfect come around a rock in the 12-foot, and then to respond with that from Gallant. Amazing. Going around the corner allowed for Canada to get 2 under their cover. You have to make a shot like that.
Yep. And this is right in Botcher's wheelhouse, too.
So looking to respond now is Brendan Botcher.
Roll it off there, Jeff. We don't need
he'll
to
run it by.
Okay.
Now that may catch and sit around. It does.
Bonus.
You can hit it on a rock.
These are always tricky. You know, it's only the second end fresh spot.
10.5.
You don't want to nose it or high side not be in the rings. There goes your deuce. But if you protect and roll way over, it'll be a double. Roll a foot would be perfect.
And Jacobs would probably prefer to just split the rings and even those rocks up, but they can't do that because of where Brendan rolled to.
That hammer efficiency, of course, is scoring 2 or more when you do have the last rock. They were 60% plus earlier in the week, but those a lot of that result of those 3 big scoring games. They scored 40 points in their first 3 games.
Unbelievable.
It's a good situation here for Alberta. The rocks are pretty much dead even in the house. There's no double available. They're very far apart. So Mark Nichols is trying to make a hit and roll. Try to get himself over to the right-hand side of the house as we look at it. Group these rocks.
Hard! Oh, I should have called a curl.
Yeah, if you just knew, and if you get a hammer curl that early and you get it open on the other side.
Half 8, half 12.
Kennedy kicks it out, rolls left as we're looking, and then there's a red double for Gushue.
10.5, Mark.
Now they can roll away, which is exactly what the doctor ordered for Alberta.
Nail that way, Marcus.
Remind your cues that I find for the brushers is always nail the weight, get that weight right, and I just love that.
You'll hear Team Alberta say it probably 100 times this game, and they're so accurate with it.
That'd be 2 extra ends because it's 100 times.
Hard, Brett. Dig now. Can't hurt it. Hard.
For someone who never did well in math.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good shot.
Maybe didn't roll quite as far as they would have liked.
True.
Made a move when it did. I think so.
Yeah.
Go back to the 4 foot off this one. Like that?
Yep.
Same weight.
I think it's sure.
Could try the shorter roll. So roll the one that was just hit by Mark Nichols. But this way, they'll try to get them grouped in the middle here.
Whoa. Whoa.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Whoa. Curl.
Clean, yep.
It's got lots of weight. It should bounce.
Hard, Jeff. Hard. Whoa. Yep.
And underneath. Look at that. Maybe showing just a little piece in turn side.
Again,
good call.
Brilliant shot, but a hair unlucky. I think they can dig this out on the intern side.
I think there's enough, eh?
I think so. Now it is the out turn for Mark.
Fresh curl, but this is kind of right in that spot yesterday where we got.
And there will be a double, I would think, even if this is successful.
I'd still like a broom head more, and I'll hit the weight.
Yeah, this is a fresher line. They throw more to the middle. I mean, there was no draw for last rock before this game, so they might have thrown some different paths, but you assume that this might be a little bit crunchy, have a little bit fresher pebble.
All right, there was a reference to this spot yesterday because now we're just playing on this particular sheet. So how is there a tendency that holds over from yesterday as well?
There can be, yes, but they still are assessing the situation with every single rock.
Yes. Yep. Hard.
You got
Somebody
it?
follow through in that yellow.
There you go.
Go,
How's
go,
that?
go, 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 go. Good shot, Mark.
What a great start for Kennedy and Brett Gallant. I mean, the big shots that Gallant has made.
Great shot.
And now Kennedy.
Sorry about your first one, Mark.
Nowhere good to roll, eh?
The unsung hero here is really Mark Nichols. You know, he rolled soft weight to the center. Now they set up a double, and Jacobs couldn't do anything about it.
Well,
doesn't curl. There was nowhere good to roll there, was there? Except for now when he makes it, he's open.
Exactly right.
It's a blank.
It's just so hard to maintain the score of 2 like this. It was Brett Gallant was hitting to split the rings on his second, and it's just a lot of rocks to go by, and Canada did a really good job getting them grouped.
Yeah, blank roll perfect. Alberta's made both their shots, and there's still a double to get out of this.
Whoa, clean.
Gushue has that chance. Skip Stone's here in 2.
Across.
Nichols, here we go. And underneath, is it enough? Is it enough? It is.
Whoa.
Just caught the backside. A little pat in the back, and out it went.
Curled a bit.
Yeah, they weren't panicking early.
This spot was really straight yesterday. Out-turn, big weight. Just caught it in time.
No, me either. Good toss.
That is massive. You know, you grab the 2.
It's a spot. Sorry.
Makes it tough.
Yeah, it's a spot that's so straight that you're just scared to call the sweeper on because a few licks of the broom and it can float back, and then you miss it the other way.
Hard. Clean. Yep. Make sure. Good.
You're good.
Good sweep. Job, Brad.
And away it goes. I always ask you this.
Away, Brad.
That was their color. It's 2-on-1. Would you have gone, Russ, you think?
Yeah, there's no reason why you wouldn't. You could make a good argument for that. Second end, we talked about even ends and all that stuff. I personally don't care when I get my 2, but I think the guard being that high, it was chaseable. This guy's so good at the soft stuff. You know, you make a mistake there, put it in the tee line, he welds one. Jacobs would take this for 9 more ends, right?
It's good. Should be there, guys.
I think if the guard was a little tighter to the rings, you might have seen him come around it.
Be patient for Jacobs. You know, he had an outside chance at a 2 there. Try to set it up again next end.
Right there.
I mean, I sometimes, maybe it's just simple thinking, but I would look at the scoreboard and go, okay, we'll try, and even if we give up the steal of 1, it's the second. It's not the 8th, it's the second, and I still have time to work my way out of it. Not at this level?
I just don't want to give points away for free.
Okay.
Right out of cups.
Looking for a second blank.
Yep, clean.
Stay down.
Stay down. Yep. Good. You're good.
Wake up.
And good he is. Just the second time in the event that Jacobs opens with back-to-back blanks. Championship Sunday here at the Montana's Brier in Kelowna, BC, as our time comes to an end. The semifinal, Alberta's Brad Jacobs, Glencoe Club, Calgary, against Team Canada, Brad Gushue, Remax Center, St. John's Curling Club. We put 2 blanks on the board. And maybe we've got something going here. Once again, it is Jacobs with Last Rock playing the Red Stones.
11-8. Mark. Yep. Hard mark.
Yeah, Walker slid wanted a tight guard, and they slid it into the rings.
Really got it, Jake, Mark. Come on, Mark.
Got to get this by, though.
Nope. Okay, Ben, that's okay.
It's fine.
Swinger the 2 sides. Brent's intern, yeah.
So the no-tick rule is because that guard was on the center line. You cannot move it off the center line until the 5th rock of the end has been played.
20 sport, isn't it? They, 9 times out of 10, they just go around the corner guard.
Okay, so are we playing?
But because that was exposed in the rings, they thought they could maybe hit it and roll behind the corner. Now they're in a bit of trouble.
Speed now, then. Yeah.
It's a complete miss in reality. You're trained to miss the right way when you're not the skip.
Top 8. Top 12. Hard then.
Somebody said light out of his hand. Brendan Botcher.
Short. Hard. Get as much out of it as you can.
It's quick though.
Root length. Hard.
Right next to that guard,
Hard.
Brad.
Yep. Just keep sweeping. Keep sweeping. Get all you can out of it. Go. Go. Bounce it a bit.
Little overlap now.
I bet Jeff's probably ran a little better than they expected it to, so Brendan was a little bit spooked.
Sure. Tricky, easy. The double's easy. Where does it go?
On the center line one? Whoever go a little low in the center, just make the runner.
This way? Yeah. That's good.
Like that, Brett?
I'm
the same out I threw last end.
You like your out?
Yeah.
On this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this call because Brett's shooter will stay in the neighborhood. It'll kind of roll off to the side. It'll be usable for Jacobs to try to generate his multiple.
And by throwing the out turn, it'll kick that center guard straighter. He might be able to make the double.
Clean. Whoa. Close. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Clean. Whoa. Attaboy.
Got it.
Nice.
And leaves it there.
Good. Great shot.
You hit that in the same spot with the in turn, it might not get that one in the rings.
Good. Great shot.
Just drags down a bit by throwing the across the face turn.
That's good. Didn't miss that.
Really good shot.
But even if it ticked it, I think you might even get it and make the double.
In my mind, I was thinking.
Wait only, guys. Still a little light.
Whoa, go ahead.
Wait only.
Go ahead.
Where is it? Top 8. Hard then.
Line's close.
Top 4.
You got room. Half 4.
Nichols.
Weight's good. Curl now,
Walker.
Jeff. Curl.
Hey, weight's good now.
Curl. Full 4. T. Oh. Curl. We need curl. I want to get a piece of it.
curl.
Go. Keep going.
Oh, he's in the hole now. Is there a hole there?
There is. It would have to be an out turn to stay, I think.
Just trying to think of the weight.
It looks like an out turn with a 10.
10.
I don't know.
I think you over curl with it.
Thinking like,
try to
yeah,
roll
10
low.
or normal. Like,
That's amazing.
I think I like a 10. I'd
Okay.
rather roll even a little far than
you bet.
10.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's great.
I love it.
Yeah, I like that, Brett.
I love it. Get the weight right.
These on the
Trying to be
line
like an
have a
inch
way
low.
of
Yeah.
breaking early or just hanging on the line. You know, you give it, Randy Hebert gives it a couple brush strokes and it stays in that yellow guard.
Weight's
Clean.
good.
Clean.
Great start to
Clean
the
up.
game for Brett Gallant.
Yep.
Good.
Here you
Yeah,
go. Watch
Ben.
that line now as it starts to break off that line. Here we go.
Please.
Coming through. Oh, he did. He did. And underneath, Brett Gallant.
Great sweep. Great sweep. 10:02. Yeah.
What a start for Brett Gallant.
He wanted a 10-second hit. He got a 10-0-2.
Good shot.
Pretty good. Well, we should be able to go onto the corner now.
I thought that was going to curl more. It seemed to be coming off that center line, and
Yes.
sometimes they break. Ben did a great job holding that line.
I agree. I thought it was gone.
Just hack. Yeah. Minimum. Okay, clean. Weight's close.
Whoa. Close, Jeff.
Clean.
Yep.
Just through.
Yes.
Got to keep it off that red stone coming up.
Yes.
Weight's good. Slow. Curl.
Yeah, Botcher.
Quiet hack. Curl.
To help it.
Brendan.
Can you get across the nose a little bit? No, you'll sit right there, but still push it through.
Good toss.
Very nice. Nice curl there. Minimum weight.
Short mark. Yeah, very good. Slow. Yep.
Yes.
Weight's good. Slow. Curl.
Best they could have done. Just got by the guard. Brendan
Quiet
trying to
hack.
get some more curl.
Brendan.
Had to throw it hard enough to eliminate this stone. It's the best they could have done.
It's got to be close.
Trying to roll left, I think, behind the corner.
Yeah.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Nichols didn't have much weight here. It'd be easy to overthrow it with the out turn.
Clean. Hard.
Yep. Weight's good.
Hard.
12 and a half.
Well, clean. Yep. 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 Oh, gotta roll it.
Gotta roll it, Brett. Go.
Shit. Okay.
Little light.
I don't think it was light.
Oh, yeah.
All-Stars were announced a day or so ago. That's the second team. Congratulations to everyone. 10th for Mark Kennedy. 12th for Brad Gushue.
Probably the worst spot it could have rolled. Now Mark can throw whatever weight he chooses and kick this in towards the button.
Weight's good.
Possibly
Whoa.
buried.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. 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 Whoa. Curl. 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 Curl.
Nichols, have you got the roll? He does. Has he put it right into the hole again? Jump maybe, but he's hitting shot. Top button. And here we go again.
Oh, good call.
That's just a little too bad, eh?
Yeah, just caught in between.
I think they liked the angle it hit. It was pretty firm and kicked a little farther than they guessed. These aren't gimmies. I know they keep making them, but
Let's get through the hole, Benny.
Okay, I like it, Mark.
Let's get through the hole.
10, Mark.
10?
Nail the weight, Marcus.
a little different flight path from the other hack here.
Yeah. Different runway. Huh?
It is. It's
left-hander.
Clean. Hair light.
not heavy.
Yep.
All right, here we go again.
Yep.
Trying to come through the hole.
Yep. Hard, Brett.
Now again,
Hard,
Brett
Brett.
Deland.
Gotta hold that right
Got to
down.
hold it here
Head
for
down.
him.
Hard, Brett.
Here we
Head
go.
down. Head down. Whoa.
And won't get through.
Okay, Mark.
So not cleared for landing.
I don't think so. Hey, Mark, good try, buddy.
Light, eh?
I think so. Yeah. That's
Well, congratulations to the first team All-Stars. Fourth time for Brad Jacobs as a first team All-Star. And 8th overall for Mark Nichols. And it's interesting, you've got 5 of the 8 in this game.
It's unbelievable.
The open draw.
You know,
okay. So you like this ice?
Jacobs has seen a lot of releases from Mark, but you're just going to get that extra curl with the lefty intern there. Lance, they were able to hold, right? Just a wee bit different throw.
Joe, where are we going with this one?
They're going to try to come and get half around the guard. And if they're there, they will protect the inner half of shot rock.
Hard.
Pretty high.
Hard.
Good.
Real high.
Hard. Higher than that, Brendan.
Nichols.
Hard.
Botcher is out now, and
Just to your broom.
Hard.
Room
Stay
is
down.
maybe halfway.
Clean.
Stay
Right
down.
there. We're there.
Just playing straight guard, actually.
Whoa.
A little higher than he wanted.
Sit.
That wasn't the spot he wanted that. Just now you can make an aggressive play at this.
Right there, Mark.
And with the,
We're
there's
seeing some curl here.
What are you throwing at me?
Well,
12 and a
12-5.
half. Yeah.
Yeah, 12-5.
Gonna roll right in the middle of those, eh? Yeah.
yeah, there's movement on this
Throwing a back
side of the
line,
sheet. Intern will curl a little bit more.
4-5, love it.
So just going to throw enough weight to remove this rock from the rings. Look at some curl past the guards and be able to get under the stagger situation.
And you have to protect a wee bit here. If you wreck, you probably don't score unless you're making in that angle raise off a red.
Nail the weight. You bet.
Definitely more curl, edge of 4 in turn for a righty than going this direction with the out turn.
Whoa, clean. Clean. Weight's pretty good.
Whoa.
Brad Jacobs, his first.
Clean. Curl.
He's blanked
Curl.
the first 2 in.
Clean. Straight.
A little heavy.
Straight.
It's heavy.
Straight.
Here, trying to hold it up now. Deland
Knife.
will knife it over. And right to the nose and out the back.
A little heavy.
Yeah. 11 and
Action
7.
heavy, but on the other hand, it didn't get by in an abundance either. Probably 2 inches more ice, less weight makes that.
Shoot.
You think you can get across the nose, Joe?
Hack weight.
He was good, Hack.
I think, yeah, with a little bit less weight, they were looking for 12.5 seconds from hog to hog, and I got an 11.8 on that. So if you throw 6 feet less weight, you might get another inch of curl.
It wouldn't shock me that Brad's got rocks that are aggressive to start with. He throws less rotation than Jacob's got a bit of a jab. I think he can get there no problem. Less weight.
Clean.
Gushue in his last.
Clean. Solid. Clean. Curl.
Mark will carve it now.
Here we go. Help it by.
Keep going.
Help it by. Get across the nose. And he does not, and actually rolls it away.
They're heavy again.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't risk whiskering and hitting the front there, so you had to make sure that objective number 1 was to remove that rock, but not as close as you want him to be there.
Clean.
Brad Jacobs.
Good, Brad. Good.
His last, and we'll put another blank on the board. Interesting. Jacobs had 6 blanks in the entire event. Now he has 3 in a row.
There's just nothing like the Brier. It's so special. There's really nothing else like it.
Been here 17 times. My first time was something totally different than it is now, and never fails to give you those goosebumps.
It means everything to me. This is what we play for.
To me, the Brier is still the pinnacle, the biggest event in curling, and it's the dream of every young curler to make it to the Brier.
It's the one that you want to be in. It's the one that you want to go back to. It's the one you want for it never to finish.
Really, it's the top event you can make as a Canadian. Hard to put into words. I've obviously played in so many big Brier games. Fortunate to be part of it once again.
To me, it means, chasing your dreams. The history, growing up, this is where I wanted to be. It gives me goosebumps right now.
To me, that's the pinnacle of curling, is being able to play the Brier.
It's everything, really. It's what I've been dreaming of my whole time playing curling.
The Brier is the best event in curling still.
Many years of history for this event, and it's one of the biggest stages that you can play in curling.
This is the epitome of when you're a kid and you're watching everything like this. This is the stage.
It's just something that's been influential in everything I've done, and it's a pretty important part of my life.
And as you take a look at the all-time leaders, this is the 96th edition of the Canadian Men's Curling Championship, dating back to 1927. And the second time it's been held here in Kelowna, 1968. Ron Northcott, along with Jimmy Shields, Bernie Sparks, and Fred Story. Wow. Legendary. All of them, they were the winners. Then it was just round-robin standings, of course. They had no playoffs then. As we welcome you back. 3 straight blanks, but we've got something going now, or at least we think we do, and we'll see how it finishes up here. Once again, it is Alberta and Brad Jacobs with last rock. They have the hammer playing the Red Stones.
Hard. Keep going. Okay, not bad.
Yeah. Team Gushue with the second guard went really long. You see it at the top of the screen, and when Hebert played the out-turn comer on the corner guard, he just feather ticked it. Didn't make that come around the red corner guard.
Yeah, the 2 centerline guards went up this end for Team Canada. 3 blanks in a row. You'd expect them to push the issue now. They're going to have to wrestle that hammer back. Jacob's just been, I would say, a little bit conservative in trying to score his 2. He just doesn't want to get forced. He's really trying to convert. He did not convert a single time when this team played on Friday.
No.
We're over curling.
Let it stop. Let it stop.
This has to slow down or there might be a
Whoa, let
port.
it stop. Sit down. Sit down.
And with that blank in 3, they are 0 for in conversions for the last 8. So that's not the kind of numbers you expect. But I said to you in the break, I think, you look at the setups were there, but then you get a Gallant makes a couple of cleanup shots. Kennedy had a very nice shot in the first.
12? Yeah.
A lot of softer weight hits through ports, very small ports. There's another one here.
It's pretty close. Maybe a hair light.
This could run very straight on him here.
1.5. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Curl.
Whoa.
Clean.
Clean. Yep.
Yep. Hard mark. All day. Hard mark.
You gotta go, Mark.
By 1, by 2, and yes, he's found the hole and enough to push it through.
Hard ride, hard ride, hard ride.
Wow, that's just special.
Looks like a 12.5 on my eye.
Good. Good manage, guys.
Yeah.
Just have to kill it and get under.
He just got it through. I'm not sure your weight.
Brett's brother, who plays for PEI, is here and watching.
Yours shouldn't. Second one down. Okay.
Just stay close, that's all.
It was interesting. I don't know whether it was the speed that came out of there, but they thought once it got by it was going to roll buried, and it didn't. So Mark can get at this.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't have thrown any less weight and still been able to kill it. If he wanted to get an inside roll, he would have had to just be heavy draw.
Yeah, it wasn't there, I guess.
It looked like it was bending.
One more time. Mark Nichols now.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Curl, 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 curl.
Oh, has he got a little bit of a roll? And he does, and it goes too. Too much to ask to roll the other way?
I think in that spot, yes. If you want to remove this from the rings, you got to have enough weight to tap it almost 12 feet. So you're not going to have that finish.
Couple choices here. You could actually hit it dead on and roll behind the corner and leave a red in a real good spot. If you play the high side here and don't get it underneath, Gushue's just going to sink one. Should be able to hold it here.
Short run.
10.
Yep.
Clean.
10.
Yep.
Mark Kennedy.
Whoa, easy, Ben.
It's heavy.
Clean. Whoa. Curl. Clean. Clean. Yep.
Just angle it back. Here we go. Ebert. Oh, dear.
Right out. Right out. Right
Oh, dear. And enough to go there.
Try, Mark.
And enough to go there. So lots to go behind now.
2 or 3 brushing, slight brushing errors by Team Alberta.
Okay.
Marks to the hole last end. That one there, they could have brushed that for sure and saved it.
If anything, show him just a little.
I've seen
Get my quarter rock
those
on
hits
this side.
do run quite straight, so you understand the line caller, the hesitancy there, just because you're afraid a few brush strokes and the rock will float out, and they just missed it on the wrong side a couple times
I
here.
think it's okay.
Best chance Gushue's had here.
Pause and throw, it'll hold.
That's an inch or 2 more than I had.
Same
plus,
depth as Brendan is good.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, weight's good.
Felt heavy.
Top 8. I think we're there right now. Okay, line's
there
fine
right
now. Line's fine.
Top 8.
Nichols saying it felt heavy out of his hand.
Okay.
T-line.
No.
Took a little more ice.
Easy.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Back T. Whoa. T-line. Whoa. Close, Brendan.
Curl.
Curl. Fighting T.
Keep
Curl.
going.
Curl, curl, curl.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
Whoa,
going.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Couple feet heavy.
Yeah, line was perfect. They just wanted that kind of 2 or 3 feet higher.
Yeah, would have been right underneath.
Like you could get to the nose easy. I'm thinking it's board.
They wanted it to be higher just because that
Trying to roll
guard
away,
is a little
Lori.
high.
We're rolling away, yeah. Board weight, Mark. High 11. What's that? Oh, yeah. Yep. What are we throwing?
I think, is Brad Jacobs trying to get the nose here, be close to the button? He's not, because if he does, you know that Team Canada will freeze to it and narrow down the scoring area.
Yeah. Does that change the broom for you?
Oh, okay, 11.5's fine then.
Okay.
11.5's
Good throw, Mark. Nail that weight, buddy.
Nail it.
Interesting again, because the left-hander asking if, in fact, it changes the broom for you.
Yeah, and it
Where
does.
he puts it down.
It just does.
Weight's good. Clean. Clean, yep.
11.8.
Clean.
Mark's a
Easy.
curl here.
Clean.
No!
Clean. Well,
Close.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. 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 Take the red.
And back it goes, and they'll roll it away from that center.
Way to go, Mark.
You know what's interesting?
Good job, buddy.
Great throw, bud.
David Murdoch is the new high-performance director for the teams in Canada, and he's implemented or suggested that teams line their rocks up to the center of the hack. So they move their rock over so that everyone's on the same trajectory. Everyone throws the rock the same. With a lefty, Mark tries to throw like a right-handed curler. He's always kind of thrown a little crooked, had his rock a little further away from him to get on the same trajectory, but the team has all moved to the middle of the hack. I asked him about it, like, did you move to the middle of the hack and go farther away from them? He said no, he stayed where he is, but the guys are now a little bit further away from him. So I think that may be why we're seeing a little bit different paths for him.
Absolutely.
I don't normally talk about this when we watch Team Jacobs. Like the last few years, you didn't notice that much of a difference, but he is on a slightly different line.
Very good point. It's a more drastic change between those two right there.
Somewhere around our red.
Sure.
Yeah,
and if we happen to nose, so
yeah.
be it.
Are you throwing board?
Solid board. Like a 10.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a little bit dicey. I mean, if you roll it, you're going to be behind cover possibly, but then back at the tee line, right?
As long as you're buried, it's a force, which is a good thing for Gushue.
Whoa, clean, clean, clean. Yep. Whoa, yep. Yes, yes.
Watch out. Yeah.
Really hard, really hard. Go.
Where did that come from? Wow.
Okay, we got to be. I don't want to take too much time here, but we can make a great shot.
Man, oh man, that was on the nose.
Okay.
We just
Went
jumped
the
on him.
nose to half a rock in 6 feet.
You can chase both ways, right?
Well, no.
Huh?
Well, if you were to show him a quarter,
It ended up being light.
this way,
10-1. No.
you can't really get through this hole with an out turn. So if you were to go like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where does he go?
That's the shot, guys. That in turn.
Yeah.
That,
Okay.
that's the spot.
So-
1/4 open on this side.
Okay, listen, guys. I understand. If you go here, if you're a little high, and he goes here, it's going to be
We got
really...
the hole.
Not if he's here.
We got the out turn bump.
All I'm saying is try to get a piece of the four.
I hear you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Love the discussion. I love the call. I love finding the optimal spot to put this rock, but they're going a little wider in a spot that might be
I see this
a little more unpredictable. I would think this early in the game they can brush the difference here. Probably throw draw to the button path. Joe, they could probably still drag it there.
Yeah,
but tricky.
If I'm making a guess, I'd say, Brad, throw what you think is there on its own, and we'll sweep it aggressive. That's kind of the difference.
And they are making a guess, aren't they?
It is the best result, though.
Half the 4 foot, though.
Yeah.
Nothing deep.
First draw of the game for Brad Jacobs. Comes here with his first
I got T-line,
in the
but
fourth.
it's good.
Easy then.
Line only.
Patience, line's good.
Weight's good, guys.
line's tight.
Patience, line's good.
They're heavy.
Okay, never has to curl.
Yeah, it's got to
It's real close, guys.
Got to get off that.
And then somebody said
I
heavy.
think you're there still, though, eh?
If it stops, it's
Yeah, I know.
right
I
where
know.
it stops.
Stop right here, it's perfect.
Ah, sit, fight.
Okay, Brad.
And finally settles T-line edge of the
Pretty good.
button.
Good.
Pretty good spot.
Pretty good, Mark.
It's a little awkward. Good throw.
Felt like I threw a missile.
13-6 I got.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
I think Gushue can get to it with the out turn and lock
You
it
like
in
that?
there.
Yeah, that's what Jeff was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, a few feet higher, and Brad might have been tempted to play the port.
Yep.
Probably get right to the nose of it.
Yeah, that just leaves them to draw for 2. If you get
No,
on
I mean,
2/3, we got to bump it
till
an inch.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Okay.
I think they can, believe it or not, get a steal out of this. That's just too deep. Brad's so good with the draw weight. If they just bump that an inch or two, how do you get it out?
In hindsight, they probably should have swept it to bring it back farther, get it away from the button. They were just praying it would stop in the fresher line.
If he bumps it a little, and he's shot, and he's right in the hole.
Full house. 5,309 watching as well on the screens at center ice. Final stone coming up now for Brad Gushue. Can he get around those long center guards and lay it on the corner. Made terrific draws yesterday to the lid twice.
Yeah, this is what he's paid to do.
Yep.
Here we go. Nichols. Lots of room.
Always Jeff.
Always Jeff. Always Walker.
Go there. Close.
Always Jeff. Always Walker. And to the corner and shot. Rock. Goodness. Gushue.
He's just been dialed in on that button weight.
Yeah, it's the size of the ocean for him.
Sweepers didn't have to do much with this. Just needed to be a few inches tighter to that guard, and it would have been right on the corner.
We're an inch lighter.
Just a smidge, yeah. Stick with it, Benny.
Yeah.
After the guard.
Yeah, you bet.
Tops available.
Not an easy port. They know it, but to just nail the weight is so crucial here. That's a small port.
Would you ever, and I know the risk, run the red back?
You could.
Yep.
I've seen this, though.
Similar difficulty, I would think.
Right now, it's a stolen point.
11.
Gushue.
Clean. Yep.
Jacobs.
11.
His final stone. Can you play that tap? Can you get through?
Clean, curl.
Hebert now trying to hold it up. Now it's Gallant trying to curl it. Got to get off that one there, and he will not. Gushue grabs the lid to steal and take the lead. It is our final day here in Kelowna in the Montana's Brier. Still to come, the championship, the gold medal game. Matt Dunstone from the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg awaits the winner of this one. And the leader right now after the single in 4 is Brad Gushue. Brad Jacobs will have last rock. Again, playing the red stones here in 5.
He nailed it back in the opening. It's rock positioning, and Jacobs had a tricky come around with his first one, but they kind of heavy dusted it, brushed it off and on. It slid a hair farther than they expected, and Gushue made them pay. And yes, Jacobs could have made that shot, but it wasn't a gimme through that port. Just a little heavy.
Every inch mark. Come on now. Keep going. Never off. Keep going, buddy. More. Keep going.
But you think back to the game last evening against Dunstone, and Gushue did it twice, once in 4, once in 6, needed the lid, and he needs it here again.
It's playoff Brad. That button's about the size of that 8-foot for him, and you know you've got the great brushes, the great judging. Walker never makes a mistake. Nichols is a bull in the brushing, and they just walked that in right where he wanted it.
And then Jacobs couldn't get through the hole to play the quiet tap. Results in a steal of 1. The key shot brought to you by BKT Tires. Growing together. And it's interesting to note that Jacobs gave up 1 steal throughout round robin. He has now given up a steal in all 4 post games.
That's concerning for sure.
Well, it's also the quality of competition, I'm thinking, right? I mean, you have to think that. And
Right.
5-rock rule, the degree of difficulty can be quite high.
Is it?
Brendan was playing the chase. He was trying to come around the corner guard with lightweight top shot rock. Wrecked on the guard and was too heavy. It pushed it to the bumper, so it goes back because of that 5-rock free guard zone rule.
Either this or wing, guys. Good sweep. Yep. Well, we know that's going to be coming back. You ever like nosing this? No.
Don't mind it. Like, that's going to screw us.
What's that?
Those are good rocks for him.
I like this.
Yeah.
Here, boys.
That's exactly what our keys were. Control that scoring area. We should put those 2 yellows there for a reason. It worked last end, didn't it? He had 2 to hide behind. Be patient here. You're only 1 down. You got hammered.
Oh, where am I going?
Waste good, Brett. Waste good. Well,
curl. Clean.
Curl. Little down.
Clean.
Clean.
Hard.
Yep.
Clean.
Hard.
I want to hook these.
Hard. Good.
Good there.
Good spot.
Very nice, Brett.
Yeah, and he didn't.
Ben's right. He rolls a little underneath. You can't raise it.
Right.
Brett just kicked a little off target there on that slide. Good athleticism. He made the adjustment on release.
Make a great commentator.
He's good in game. That mic live.
Yeah.
Oh, clean. Clean, yep. Yep.
Brendan
Holy
Botcher.
smokes. Hard, stay on it.
Watch the red.
Off the back. Yep,
And
yep,
off
yep,
the back
yep,
and
yep.
in and underneath.
That's
How do you like
sneaky.
that?
That is sneaky. 3/4 buried.
I think it picked.
Yeah, it took off. It had looked like nose.
Same weight. Whatever.
You know, they've had some. Last night, Brad
Hard, stay on it.
Gushue was saying that they were jumping.
Off the
So without
Yep,
sweeping
yep,
it,
yep, yep.
suddenly the rock would take a big turn and change trajectory. There was one of Brad's, or it was Mark
Here, high,
Nichols'
Brett.
last end that it
Right on
happened
the
to.
nose is great.
Well, yeah, one hair high.
Brad's first last end, he said it was nose, and then in 6 feet it was rolling out low side.
Yeah, and they just happened again. Because they are not allowed to sand the rocks after Tuesday, that's a rule now. They're down to their last clip, and what I mean by that is as the rocks get smoother, they start to clip a little more. Half an ounce, 3/4 of an ounce.
Stay there. Sit.
Is that a shot?
Beautiful.
10-1.
They get to the point they get, I think it's around 2.5 ounces, Vic. You can't clip anymore, and then the ice gets flat, and that's where they are right now. So they're maximum clip on the pebble.
The more you clip the pebble, the more curl there will be. So as those rocks get smoother, they were sandpapered to get more finish. But the rocks get smoother, so they clip a little bit more. Seems like
Let's make this.
it's just scary to have brooms off on that side of the sheet. Though it's just that side of the sheet where they've been talking about them jumping.
And I would blame it on the maximum clip.
Yep.
Mr. 100% here.
Curl.
We're down to 97.
Mark Nichols.
Curl.
Here we go. Bang.
Got it.
And he's got it. Gushue will take it. Walker was there.
So good.
And throwing his best game of the event at the moment.
Yeah,
is
either
Mark
playing
Nichols.
that or through this hole to get there. I think I like your first one. Probably easier. I think that's the call all day.
The other thing was the faith that Brad has in Mark in that situation. You're running the wrong color in there. Could have been a 3-ender.
Well, we can almost get there with the same. I think this is the smart move. Right?
Okay, so on top 8? Yeah. Top 8, boys. Okay.
It might be a little tricky to navigate this port. We saw Ben wrecked on a guard coming the other way, trying to get around to the corner. So they thought maybe going wide just to have nothing to deal with. But then they have to go way out in the weeds. It'd be more of a guess on weight. We saw what happened when they had to guess on weight last end. Slid a little deep. So they're throwing the speed they know.
T-line. Rub.
Mark
A little
Kennedy
bit heavy right now.
threw a 99% game yesterday afternoon against Reed Carruthers, and this is just his first draw of the game. Wow. And a little rub, and it'll spin in. Dead handle to the top edge of the 8.
It truly is a pattern. His in-turn is fooling him a little bit high side, and his out-turn, sorry, the other way around. The out-turn's fooling him a little high side, in-turn a little tight side.
That ran really straight though, Russ.
I know.
When he let go of that, he was on the outside part of that guard, and it just curled like 4 inches to the other side.
Tad heavy too.
I think I can get the nose for sure.
Okay, let's do it.
Got a mark. I mean, nose is shot rock, right?
Yeah, nose plays for now.
You play hack here?
Same weight as I threw. Right? Like, we got to get
That
it.
was just like here.
Yeah, okay. So I'll give you a few
Just
more
a
feet.
fraction off Team Alberta. Can't quite put enough pressure on Team Canada. Shot rock here would be big.
Clean, hack.
As Brendan Botcher said, nose would play for now.
Easy.
Wait. Whoa! Curl.
Walker, and you'll see that a lot. He'll just pivot around and take the heavy brush.
Good throw.
And enough. And they are the shot.
Too cautious.
Okay, we had to get by.
Yeah.
Oh, good, Mark.
And the team that's
We
winning.
got 12-2 on marks. We'll give you the same.
Absolutely. That'd be great.
One rock down there.
Yeah, we'll manage it.
Yeah, we'll manage it for you, Mark. Nail that weight, buddy. Weight's good.
Mark Kennedy.
11 and a half.
In a 14th Brier appearance, the three-time champion. Couple with Kevin Martin way back in the day, 08 and 09, and then
Curl, Benny.
of course with Kevin Cooley in 16.
Keep her going.
Come on, Benny.
Keep going, keep going,
Okay,
keep
What do
going.
you got?
Whoa.
You're going to be able
It's
to
fine.
hold it there? Yes, you do.
Hey, Mark.
Good, Mark. Slightly heavy there.
There for a shot, anyway.
Just a pound heavy again.
Okay, Mark.
Nobody wants to rack. That's the other problem. But
Were we going for nose?
she's got room now.
Thinking nose. Yeah, I don't think getting under would have been. Time that one just a little heavy.
The thing with nosing there, though,
Feel
is
pretty assertive on yours?
Gushue's going to hit this, and I think he'll be second shot.
Really nice throw. Like,
Okay.
Unless he can roll.
Yeah, he has to roll now, which forces some precision.
Yeah.
Because Nichols made the run back, it's now a yellow one that Gushue hides behind, which is advantageous.
That's what I would hope for.
And if he rolls absolutely perfectly.
All you'd have to do really with the chase, I feel like, is you just got to
Chisel it.
chisel it.
Yeah.
Yesterday was his low game of the event. Through 83% against Dunstone. So nice bounce back, 94 so far. Gushue as we play here in the 5th. One more time, Nichols got to go. Got to go, got to go, got to go, got to go. Oh dear, now it's set up for Jacobs, boy.
Okay.
They had no choice there. They had to go after that roll.
That's right.
The nose wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Just curled too much. That's the only way to get that inside roll. You would have had to sneak just by it.
You're going to ditch that rock.
That rock's jumped a few times on us, yeah.
Oh, they think it might be the rock itself.
As you said, the hit and roll, he thought he had nose rolled out. He had an over curl earlier.
Well, we've said all week, Brendan Botcher in the house has been nailing those line calls, and they've both missed them.
Looking for the spot. It's like just
Gushue and Botcher getting surprised by that rock.
Much less weight than Kennedy threw, which might have fooled Botcher too, right? Halfway down, you're thinking, well, Kennedy's didn't curl, but this was much lighter. It was
I
hack.
think it's just 3 feet slower out here.
Okay, do you like that broom?
Where are they going here? Top 4-ish? Top 8?
I think top 8 is the call.
The last thing we want to do is be wide open,
So,
right?
Cup, see, this side hasn't been thrown much.
So we think
you're going to get a little 6 inches extra curl, which makes that perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. I think it's like, what do you
I
think?
think the same weight you threw last time, Cupsy.
Is in the middle there.
Yeah.
What great awareness. They're not even saying it's slower because they haven't played the side. They're saying they're going to get a little more bite because the ice is a little stale here. That sat for a second.
Weight's good.
I think you're there.
Hey, line's
real
there.
close.
I think you're there.
We're full 4.
I think you're there.
Deep's bad.
Line's good.
Curling big.
Guys, we're going to be buried here.
Curling big.
Where do you want it? We're half the 4 foot.
That's okay.
Full 8.
We're
No, we're a little late. We're little. No, we're
Right on. He's got to stop. Got to stop.
Oh, we can't let him come.
Bite the 4.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh, you're going to let him get into the top 8.
I know. Wow. Got. Oh, man.
That's
very good, Brett.
I got a 14-4. What did you get?
It died.
Yep.
Yeah, but it felt like I threw 13-5.
They wanted it to be open, or half open. So they didn't want to sweep it for weight at the end and have it curl more.
Wow.
This is just 1 foot to play with.
I know.
What are you guys liking?
We were both thinking hit and roll.
Yeah.
Even if you put it in the hole, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, get it somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Make it a little interesting.
Normal, firm normal.
Yeah, I'd rather over-roll this. Like, that's not an easy hole to navigate.
Normally you'd see Brad Drawsway out of trouble because he could play the come around, but it could be against 4. But he can roll to some good spots here. You know, obviously here works. You get it even in the hole. You get to there. There's lots of shrapnel back there that can make it tougher for Jacobs to score. They know this spot too. One of them took off here.
As far as we thought.
Yeah.
It's a little dead.
Anything to the other side of center, even if it's in that port, it'll be tricky for Brad to navigate.
Yeah.
Jacobs.
It didn't work last time for Jacobs through the port.
Whoa, whoa.
In danger, though, of giving up that first three, possibly, as Jacobs sits three. Here we go, Nichols. Now, where's this roll going to go? Nowhere.
Oh, man. I didn't like it when he opened it.
He needed the extra weight to get the roll, so I don't want to criticize that, but it ran down there like it was heavy, didn't it?
I think they just opened up the broom and took too much ice. That spot is really straight, but they've had a few come up.
Right.
So is it going to curl? Is it going to run straight? They just zigged when they should have zagged.
Yeah, right. They couldn't baby it.
There's been 2 rocks down here. Run back and then that one.
Yeah, nail that weight, Cupsy.
You'll remember that on Friday afternoon, it was a 3 by Gushue in the 9th that clinched the win. Now Jacobs has a chance to get that 3 here
10-2
and take the lead going to the break.
Clean it. Clean it. Clean.
Jacobs, Hebert, Gallant, Kennedy calling line and put 3 on the board.
Hey, great bounce back. Attaboy, Cupsy. Bounce back, buddy.
To the break we go. Jacobs leads it.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Home Hardware, here's how. By Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Yeah, still trying to see it. It isn't pretty, that 5th for Gushue, as he talked with his coach, Jeff Hoffert. Numbers after 5.
Yeah, it seemed like some momentum went Canada's way in that 4th end. After Brad Jacobs went heavy on a draw, Gushue, perfect freeze to the button. His draw weight has been dialed in, but Jacobs in the 5th really forced Gushue to a tricky hit and roll. He wrecks, can't get the roll on his next one, and the 3 came out of that. Brad Jacobs does have the edge here on Brad Gushue. That hit let him down in the 5th for Gushue.
Yeah, the hits numbers are 71% for Gushue. Numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. Jacobs leads it, and for the first time in the game, it will be Gushue that has last rock. When we come back, we are in the heart of the Okanagan, and we could go sailing. And Alberta are your Canadian men's curling champions. 4 championships. Kevin Kelly. They need the button to be the Brier champions. Finally, 4 is the charm for Brendan Botcher. The Canadian curling champions. And a 6th Canadian championship for Brad Gushue. We welcome you back on this final day to Kelowna, Prospero Place. Our coverage of the Montana's Brier. So what a big 3 that was, taking advantage of 2 misses by Brad Gushue. Brad Jacobs scores the 3, and so for the first time in the game, Team Canada and Gushue from the Remax Center, the St. John's Curling Club, do have the last rock. They have the hammer, playing the Yellowstones.
Never for curl. Just sit. Now you're gonna be able to.
Strange how that unfolded. You heard Jacob say after the miss in 4, let's not go crazy here. Let's not get the front junked up. That's what Gushue wants. Let's go for an easy 2. Turned out for him, it was an easy 3.
Yeah, and full credit to him. I mean, he came into this team and he put his foot down and said, no, this is how I want to play this. And what they did was they forced Gushue to a very precise hit and flop in a spot that didn't get a lot of curl past the guard. So they forced that excellence, that precision, and that's where they finally got their miss.
Which was your key. Get him in a spot he's not too sure of.
Right to it now. Right to it.
Love it when that works out.
Hard.
Well, it took him out of his draw game, right?
Right.
He played the hit game, and we saw in the numbers after 5 just how a struggle it's been. But, I mean, it's all been Gushue, and everyone admits, even Brad Jacobs says he is one of the best, if not the best in the world.
Oh, no question.
So look at what he's done. And that run of 4, trying to make it 4 straight, and a 7th overall, Brad Gushue. Remarkable. And it's all happened, of course. The trigger was that 17 win in St. John's, and next year, of course, the Brier will be going back to St. John's.
Won't that be a party?
Maybe a little bit of room. A bit of room. Waist
Whoa.
Max line.
Give it a little curve, Benny.
We're top 4.
We're heavy, guys.
Curve
Gotta
it.
curl. We're heavy.
Heavy and wide.
Want to go around through the hole?
Gotta curve it, Ben. You have to curve
Got to
it.
get it off that guard, though, first.
Yep. Go,
Nope.
go, 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 go. Nice
And
run, Brad.
now they're stacked.
Good. Beauty.
Sorry, guys.
Right where he wanted it. Ben Hebert is one of the best I've ever
Well.
seen at calling line when he's brushing, but I just wish he wouldn't do it.
Well, he did it perfect there, though.
He did. Maybe not on the shot through the hole.
If that awareness as a sweeper, though, where the line is so important, because the paths can run differently. You need to know the side of tolerance. He probably does it sometimes on the far end of too much, but he's got that. That's how he's so highly engaged.
Whoa. Top 8.
Yep.
We're
definitely
past it. Top 4.
Get a pass there, yo. Whoa. You gotta wait. You're on top 4. Curl.
Do the same thing as
Just getting off the guard here.
Go.
Nope.
I'm just not as good at it as Brett, I guess.
Like just ripping those yellows.
Get out there. It's a show.
Right on the nose.
Double goes all day. Should
Is it,
clear.
yeah. It's not better to fly it.
What?
Okay.
Are you saying just this?
I'm just wondering what's better, that's all.
You can fly it for sure.
Let's nose it. Let's nose.
Either one is good, Brett.
Nose, good.
Yeah. That's
I'd like to pick one.
Nose.
Even roll behind the yellow corner or partly behind the yellow corner wouldn't be bad.
It was like a trio out there. Everyone saying nose at the same time.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa. Clean.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa.
Curl. Curl.
Clean.
Real nice.
Very nice indeed. Wow.
I love Gallant's demeanor out there. They can all agree on something. He'll still be looking for plan B, another option. Maybe there is a better way to play this shot.
Toss. Great sweeping.
He doesn't just go, oh, okay, they all want to do it, let's do it.
Yeah, I think that is better. Yeah. He's locking the intern, and we're like, we wish we had a rock there.
Heel.
Yep.
You want to keep the team that's down playing defense here, and that's exactly what Gallant just did.
Yeah, Gushue has no option here. He can't leave that rock there.
No.
Ignore it, try to come around everything. It's just in too good of a spot.
Oh, curl. Close. Curl.
Yeah, they're chasing and down 3-1.
Curl.
Oh, that'll help.
Good shot.
And look at that. Just spins to grab the top.
Perfect. Absolute perfect.
Good shot.
Good shot.
Grip that. He goes around, right?
Good sweep. Curl, Mark. Curl. Good shot.
It might be. It just gets rid of both yellows. Your shooter's going through the hole.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm fine with that. You like that, Mark?
Where's that, Mark?
Well,
Like, with your out turn,
definitely the harder
half a rock.
Boy, oh boy, this is...
You want to pick it, Mark?
You just want to hit it, I'm fine too.
They're trying to cross the face to...
Like, we got to make him work for this.
Yeah.
Well, I like hitting the open one, Brad, if that's okay. I liked your first call.
Peeler out.
You could very easily jam the yellow onto the yellow, and Gushue's got something going.
Well, I said, let's make them work for this.
Yeah.
So don't make it for them. Play the easier shot when that's your option.
And then what is the work going to be for Gushue, Russ?
They're going to go around either the corner or the center guard. If they go around the center, that shrinks the scoring area.
Oh, boy, Mark.
I think we're going to have to play it on the next one. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That yours slid really good, Jeff.
That's a good point.
Just gotta nibble the 8 foot. Yeah.
Be a little better angle the next time.
I don't know.
This is more like 14 and a half as opposed
Yeah,
to the 14
it's
to
that
the
same
middle.
as yesterday. It's like 3 or 4 feet better to the wing.
Alberta threw to the wing going in the other direction on this side of the sheet, and they wrecked on the center line guard. It didn't curl at all, so it might be hard to get buried around this. And if Mark is open at all, then Kennedy can chase it.
We're there. Yeah, line's a little tight though, Jeff. Okay, we're T line. Yeah, line's real
Back
tight.
T.
No, 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 no.
We're all there still.
Just behind T.
T line and plus.
Whoa.
T line.
Back T. Yeah, we're gonna come out in the open here.
Line's perfect if it stops.
In front of T now. Front of T.
No, no. It's coming out in the open.
Yeah, a little
Okay,
bit.
good shot.
Not as much as the last stone, I don't think.
No, it's good.
No shortage of curl there. Great shot.
Chasing it would be dangerous. You could tip that yellow in the rings.
7/8, 3/4.
Yeah, to Gallant's point,
3/4
after
low.
Mark picked out the first, and he says, well, he's going to have to make it now.
That's right.
Throw it to make it, bud.
Yeah, let's make this, boys. Didn't do much. Just got to watch one. So.
Yeah, this, I can't see this curling hardly at all.
Mark Kennedy.
Clean. Yep. Up.
Ebert.
Curl.
Gallant.
Straight.
Run it back. Got
Okay,
it.
sorry,
Well done. It just is a momentum killer. And, you know, as we look ahead to the World Women's, think about all those stones, all those shots that Holman made, those big run backs that just killed any threats.
It does. You know, it's the end of a long week, a long season. You're into this most important game of the year, and somebody does that to you. It is deflating.
You're through the hole, man.
Still a good chance here for Nichols.
Oh, no, no.
Max. T line.
Off.
It's a little more than the last one.
It'll die out here.
Clean. Clean,
Might
Jeff.
come down here a
T
bit.
line.
By the way, you got room. Okay, we're T.
Jeff, swing around.
Clean down pretty good. Just made a big move there, guys. Okay, we're top button. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Weight's
You're
good.
by, you're by. You're by. You're
Weight's
by.
all good.
Whoa,
Curl.
top button. Whoa, no, 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 no. By the way, yep.
Wow.
Yeah, the arena ice is like that. If it sits for a little while, you just stay right off of it. It'll come down for you.
Good call.
Wow. I mean, that didn't clear that top 12 stone by very much.
Sliver high nose.
But I'm calling almost for nose.
You bet. Millimeter high.
Yeah.
Sliver high nose.
Yep.
Tough shot here. Run double.
Peel cups?
Yeah.
Could just freeze if you're
Yeah.
Team Alberta.
Yeah.
But knowing the scouting report on Brad Gushue lately, you don't really want to leave him the button because he's been hitting it every time.
It's a tricky in-turn draw to the button, though, if you freeze. These aren't easy.
Clean.
Brad Jacobs, his first here in 6. Try a double run back. 1, 2, 3. Got him, and look at them stacked. 1, 2, 3.
Like I said, they're not easy. Look at that. Yikes. One of the best solid deliveries we've ever had in our sport. Makes those that little bit easier.
I mean, it's one thing to just hit things properly to remove shot rock, but to stick everything in the exact same place.
I wonder if Brad changed rocks. He ticked with his first one last time.
I would assume that he did.
Yeah.
Really good, though. We'll have a decision to make.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Turn draw it's there, but it's tough.
Still room.
Oh yeah, the way Mark Nichols came in,
Still 14.
probably get at least half buried around the rock that's in the top of the 4. It might have to go to back button or back 4 though.
And the guard's in his advantage too. It's poked out over. He can get around the guard easily and be buried. So Jacobs won't be able to throw any weight at it.
A little more.
Line's
Battle's
good.
close.
T-line.
Room. I'd like to be
Whoa.
off.
Line. Whoa, whoa.
Back
Whoa,
four.
whoa.
Gushue
Slide
first.
better
His
out
draws
back
have been
Whoa, line's
Back
good.
four.
his
Line
saver.
only.
Still back four.
Line's good.
Line only. Whoa.
Great draw
Back
in.
four.
Whoa.
4 led to the
Look at this curl.
steal. Can you sneak this by? But you got to dig in though. Oh my, my. Brad Gushue.
Special.
Okay.
Good shot. Good shot. Good judge.
I mean, you know, they talked about it. They wanted to stay away from Gushue having the draw.
Oh, yeah. And to make this shot, you pretty much have to have perfect weight. If they have to sweep this for weight, they won't get the line. It'll straighten out too much. Brad made that on his own.
Great line call by Botcher again. Like he was so patient. This just sneaks by the red. If it ticks, it's big trouble. Look at that.
That's good, Judge.
Wow.
Look like.
Yeah. Well, if we do, he does.
It's definitely there.
I just want to look at it from up here.
It's not going to be there.
It's not going to be his favorite. Like, yes.
Mark, I think we got to go this way, same way Brad just came.
We won't get shot, though, I don't think.
Oh, I think you can.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You guys hate this?
No.
In-turn or out-turn
hate
chase. If you chip your own red, you kind of take away the draw for two.
Well, I just don't want to miss this, and it's a really easy shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go here.
Okay, love that.
I'm just not sure
13-7 on his.
Jacobs is going to get the kind of finish that Gushue does.
100%.
Gushue throws it a little softer.
Absolutely.
Jacobs has a bit of a straighter release, a little more rotation.
And if you're going to make a mistake here, it's got to be light and tick that top red. If you split the reds just a little bit, I don't know how he gets two.
Okay.
So he's
just
14-3.
made a wonderful triple raise.
You know, they haven't been sweeping them.
Now you're going to go to the draw. Is the
once they go,
triple bump
hard.
not there for him?
It is. It is. I heard Glenn say I like that too, but it's tougher than the last one. And if you ever miss it, you could open it right up. This way, if you miss this a hair light, maybe chip the top red, the draw for two is very hard.
And he may have to go to the other turn.
Not real easy.
Final stone right now. Let's see. Gushue sitting the one.
Ben, sweep a little bit. Ben, got a curl, guys. Heavy. Got a curl. Got a curl.
Jacobs in his last.
13-9. Weight's good. Has to curl.
A bit heavy.
Ben, curl. Has to curl. Has to curl. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Gonna
it's close.
get there.
Go. 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 Go.
How close? That close. Shot rock. Still though. Now, can you get there and tap it back, or do you have to go to the other turn?
Have to go the other turn, and we talked about this corner guard. This is here, though. You heard Brad say.
Is it even there?
This is the side, though. Remember, both teams ticked on the corner guard trying to come to the middle. It ran straighter for them.
If you have a shot like this, you want this in turn, absolutely. You could play it a hair heavy. It's smidge off the top one.
Zach, can we?
Jeff's not convinced it's there.
If you get all the way to the nose, it's good. I'm not convinced this is there, but if the nose isn't there, then we got to try it. Well, if you hit it on the nose, I think you're good. It's probably not worth taking on that risk. You got to get all the nose, though. I still think your best path is something like this.
Well, yeah, it's
well, we just get it as tight to this as we can. Yeah, oh, for sure.
T-line weight.
T-line back button weight. Yeah.
Yeah, and if anything, you chisel.
Okay.
But
back button weight.
I think it's just there.
Yeah.
Like
Sitting in the half. Like, you get on half that yellow.
Well, the danger is, he says, if you don't get to the nose and you happen to hit it on the angle, you may be chipping them in.
Right. Yeah, hair heavy, you chip your own, you don't look good. A hair light, you don't get the chip.
Right now, he's got one in his pocket, Gushue. And he is 100% on his draws. Draw weight has been perfect. Can he find a way, though, past that guard?
It's his favorite shot, the in-turn draw.
And it's going to be so dependent on what Brendan Botcher sees and this line call. Got to squeak that guard.
Got something. Curl.
Now, here we go. Get it off that guard. Mark Nichols, get it off that guard. Get it off. There you go. You're there. But are you going to be able to stop it in time? And no, he won't. So the up weight to get by the guard results in a stone that goes through. He has to settle for one. Jacobs still leads it.
Great weight on that.
When it comes to
Well, we're told the first golf course is going to open in the area tomorrow, and there are some 20 of them within 20 minutes of everywhere in town here in Kelowna. So we're down to the final three. The winner will move on to play Matt Dunstone. And we'll have it for you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 Pacific. The gold medal game of this year's Montana's Brier from Kelowna. 3-2, Jacobs leads it. Welcome back. Everyone putting their clocks ahead, except I guess Saskatchewan is the only place.
We've got it figured out, Vic.
It's the way to do it, actually. There's been talk for years about getting rid of it. And that 3 is put Jacobs ahead as we pick up play here in 7. And they lead it 3-2. And once again, Jacobs from Calgary does have last draw as the Hammer playing the Redstones.
Brier was trying to do a little too much there. I think he was trying to slide a hair tight, poke it back a bit. The aggressive weight might have worked if he ticked off the top one, but if it had ever got by tighter, any lighter, he chips out his zones a steal.
Yeah.
4-1.
Line's real
I
tight.
think he just got a little caught. I timed it from hog to hog, and it was only slightly harder than his draw on the other side. So that side of the sheet that he was on for his second is just running a a bit faster.
A little bit straighter.
Probably back 8, back 12 with that, which is, for Brad, way off for Gushue.
Stay on it. Stay on it. Bounce it off this one a little. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Throws it on that one's not great. Okay, there we go.
Hey, well, there's nice. Good sweep, Jeff.
Good sweep.
Good sweep.
Yeah.
Board.
Board.
Really try to nail that.
How does that look?
Have to wait right.
It's a long guard not guarding the tight guard. Just gives Atlanta an awesome offensive chance here. They're going to actually try to, number one, kill the yellow, but maybe roll in the range, or at least for a corner.
Wait's good. Yep.
Clean.
Guys.
Clean.
Should finish here.
Yep. Still got to light. Hard, Mark.
Come on,
really got to go. Hard. Really got to go.
Hard, Mark. Come on,
Mark. Shoot. I got it.
Go, Benny, get it in there, buddy. Get it in. Come on, Mark.
And it will spin and grab the top. Oh, but that one doesn't quite go.
Real good.
And it seems to be the shot over that biter at the top.
Just about perfection. He really wanted that yellow out, though, to keep the blank alive.
Yeah, one more foot of weight and it would have been perfect.
We could have let it curl, didn't maybe kill that.
Just guard for now.
He's not ignoring it, is he?
I think we want him to ignore it.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Halfway. Broom length? Yeah.
I said broom length, so they just mean if you put a broom on the edge of the top 12 foot, the guard, they want it to be about a broom length out of the house.
Short. Okay. It's clean.
Team has their own lingo.
It
might be in.
Might be in if I sweep. Hard then if we're in.
You want to freeze
Bump
it?
this a little. Bump this
Yeah,
a little.
we can.
Yep. Yep. You gotta bump it. You gotta bump it. Go, 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 go. Bump it. Go. Okay.
Right shot anyway.
Well, hold on.
So not where they wanted it.
What do you like, boys?
Great awareness. He said bump it a little. The reason for it, if a bullet comes down, if this yellow is a little higher, which it still is,
You might be taking
yellow
like everything here.
might go across.
I don't know what'll happen to that. Can we ever hit and roll under the guard and kill the back two?
So that guard's not great for him until we roll under.
Guys,
and we're top 12.
What if we go
Three
big roll?
quarters with Peel, don't they both go? And
Well, what if you just blast?
Yeah.
Blast these two.
That's the call. On the
I don't know
nose.
where this is going.
Hair high side.
Okay, let's be quick.
Probably going under that.
Jeez, if we're, man, my thought was to get rid of both yellows. It's a pretty bad guard.
That's my thought too. Blast these.
Okay, what am I trying to hit, Cups?
I think you're trying to hit. Okay. Half a rock, thick half.
Oh, at least.
You seeing that?
Yeah, I'm in.
Right on the center line.
Yeah, 2/3.
Half
thick half.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
If you get this on the broom side too thin, the yellow might stay off that
if you
red.
hit 2/3, I don't mind that either.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think.
I think dead on with the speed that Gallant can throw would still get it out of there.
Yep.
Thick half, 2/3.
Clean.
Curl.
Gallant wants to
curl.
get rid of both the yellows, bang, bang, and away they go. And I'm not sure you expected all that.
Very good.
Hits it thicker, that stays. Oh, it did stay.
Great shot, Brett.
I lie.
Really nice.
Good job, Brett.
Pretty good.
I think it's shot too.
That's kind of what I thought was going to happen.
Great. Atta boy.
little thicker. The yellow hits less of the red. The red stays maybe there.
Great, I think. Oh, that guard's not great. Like, that's the best call. That's the best shot.
Did you like
Very
that
good.
call, Paul? Did you like that call? We got to get rid of that crap.
What's third shot?
Ours.
Top.
What I'm seeing is either a hit and roll or nose,
or a
little
real
hit and roll,
or a
we
real
just
tight
go
guard.
right here.
I don't
Yeah.
mind the tight guard, yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually I'm playing a draw to get us out of a 3-ender.
I like the tight guard.
Okay, let's play the
I
guard.
like that. You like the guard?
Yeah.
He's going to
Are
pick
you,
a run
are you in the must-steal, must-force situation in the
No,
seventh,
you're
do
right.
you think?
You're right. No, you're not.
Because if they hit that back one, they're sitting 2.
Right. You might even get a force.
I think it overcurls more times than not with the out.
I'm with you.
Yeah, if you overcurl an inch here.
Yeah, I know that.
Curling left here.
Yeah, you might end up in a blank situation by hitting the back, but try and set it up again next time. They didn't get their lead rocks lined up.
Yeah, I thought.
Is this tighter than
But if
Brendan?
it's 7, as you always say,
yes.
and you want that last rock an 8.
Yeah, I thought maybe a call like this would happen in the 9th end when it's desperation. But nothing wrong with this call either. You know the way the scoreboard is. Got to get some momentum back on their side.
And it plays to Brad's strength, right? The draw.
Weight's good.
Felt light
We're
to
a
me.
foot short. Yeah, we're there.
Take a look.
Says it felt light.
Line's perfect.
Weight's good. Yep.
Mark Nichols.
Make sure you get separation, Jeff. Doesn't look heavy.
Hard!
Go.
Hard! Hard!
Good
And
shot.
they
Okay,
wanted
nice
the
spot.
second guard.
Real nice.
And good.
I don't hate this
I don't
either.
hate this either, yeah. Full 8.
Okay. I mean, I don't think we're running the double peel right now.
So I got
Full 8.
16 on that. Yeah. Which tells me that 15 is pretty good.
So remember,
here.
I threw a draw a similar spot here, and I was like
So
T-line.
guys, we want to bite the 4 depth here.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to talk about speed a little.
Yeah,
I got to
I
give you
like
a little less than I did on that draw around the corner.
Yeah.
5 feet less than that.
It's a nice surface. Nail it.
Okay, good speed here.
This is what has caught teams. There's been certain lines that have been a little bit slower, but this is where Brendan Botcher's guard actually slid into the rings. Brett is just all over that speed map right now.
Go real close.
Weight's good.
Full 8. Room. Play the weight. You got room.
I got full 4.
Hold it. Be right here.
Deep's a
Right on my
disaster
room.
Full
here.
8.
I'd rather be half open, full 8.
Stay close.
Weight's
Might go
good.
down a bit.
Always bend.
Gotta go a little. No, weight's good.
14-7. Ben's
Went
raw.
left, Hebert
Real
right.
good weight. Oh. Yep.
Real good.
And around and
Great
underneath.
shot, bud. Great shot, Mark.
So Gucci's got what he wants here. He freezes it here. He's not shot rock, but he's taken the 12-foot of rings and turned it into 4 feet of rings. Yes, Jacobs is shot, but there's still a couple shots to come for Gushue. He can loop around either direction. It's always a gamble.
Yeah, lock the stagger on here, then he's got something to work with to go back 4.
That wasn't very heavy.
Just knocks
Mark
all the way
Nichols.
to it. Weight's good. Weight's good. Wait on me, guys.
Room.
Weight's good.
Weight's
Room.
good. Just to it.
Line's good.
Line's good, guys.
Nichols throwing a
Line's real good.
96% game so far.
No, line's
Bounce it all
good.
on this line.
No, we're there.
Don't
We're there.
bounce it all.
Sit down.
Good. Okay, real
Wow.
good. Very good.
Here.
Yeah.
You just look and you go, wow. Sorry.
Good call.
He just laid that down, too. That was
Dear.
that's fast there.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a
Stay on the
14-8.
nose.
They didn't even have to sweep it. So
No.
that's about 6 feet faster than other paths that we've seen.
Now, Mark, I had you
Really
here.
well anticipated.
Yeah.
Extremely
I
good
think to
line,
get to the
too.
nose of that, I think we can take less.
What are you throwing, like back button?
Sure.
Brad.
Yeah, you just got to get to the nose and move that hair.
It's really close to the same ice. It's close.
Yeah, I just don't want us to be taking too much, that's all.
Yeah, I know. Then
So I
split
had
the
you
difference
here.
then. That's where I was?
Yeah.
Third
A
one.
little bit less then.
Third one down. It'll be a little straighter
I
now.
agree with you.
So
I'm
Out
actually
turn.
thinking of giving you guys a
Yeah, and he's
similar
throwing an
one.
extra
Add a foot and
3 feet of weight.
Yeah, I like that,
What are they trying to turn down and lock it?
Yep. Get right on the nose of it.
Looks like tons.
You feel the tension.
Oh, boy.
Just damping up a little bit, hey, in all the conversations. And
I got back
so when the communication
Little
too
heavier.
little heavy.
has a tendency sometimes to break
Back
down,
four.
and when it's most important,
Back 8.
Curl.
That's the knife big time. You got a knife it. Straight knife.
Curl.
Straight knife. All you got. All you got. Keep going. We're really close here.
Curl.
Yeah, keep going.
Curl.
I got
Just
you.
a little
Curl.
tap
Head down,
and
head down,
underneath
head
that
down,
stone.
head down, head
Move
down,
it
head
back.
Oh, good shot.
How's that?
Pretty good.
It's just, look at those last 3 shots.
Very nice,
That's
Mark.
just
Sorry.
Good job, buddy.
That's great, buddy. I know. I had to
Pretty
go
good,
the
man.
same way. Good sweep. Perfect, man. Good sweep.
Pretty good.
nothing wrong with that.
Go right behind ours. It lines it up. We probably just want to roll
I
around.
wanted to kick that red a little less far, though. That was the only piece. That's why
Yeah,
Kennedy's saying sorry.
Yeah, Brad can, the way he throws it, can get to the inside. You're absolutely right. Just don't roll under half of that yellow.
They wanted to nudge it about 1 rock less, stay under cover.
So where's the perfect roll then? Right underneath?
I don't think so. I think just roll a 6 inches.
Yeah, even if he's a half rock buried, he'll be sitting 2, and then the red and onto yellow won't kill both yellows.
Here we go.
Heavy hack.
Heavy
Skip
hack.
Stones
Heavy.
in
Lead.
7.
Lead.
Right now, Gushue
Lead. Yep.
has second shot. Can he get in underneath
Heavy
here?
hack.
Nichols on the brush. Got to get by the roll though first. Oh, they did. Where's this going to roll? Oh, to the edge. To sit 2.
Oh boy, that was a hair heavier than everybody wanted. He's getting curl.
I heard him say it. Getting so much more curl.
It's the same spot where he wrecked in the end, where Jacobs ended up getting the 3.
Is the double there?
I don't know what else we do. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, well, let's talk about where we're going to hit it, though.
Half a rock.
I think it's a little thinner than that.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. That's fine, Mark. A third, Mark.
Will it drag enough here?
Jumped a bit.
This looks like it's tickling the yellow by hitting it a hair high side with weight. I think it goes.
All right, Cups, you nail this one for us. You bet.
Catcher over there mean anything?
Yes, true. If that back yellow sticks, it outcuts the red. This is debatable. If it doesn't drag at all, it's close to missing it.
Jacobs and his first. Right now, it is Gushue sitting 2. Short angle. Has he got an angle? Double. Bang, bang. Oh, he touched it over.
That's fine. Good try.
And it will remain shot rock. T-line.
Just went a little too far.
Yeah.
Team Canada.
Oh boy, it just had to get it a little thinner to get a little more drag. Ooh, escape by Team Canada here.
Full 8 foot.
Full 8 around the guards.
Yeah, and you got your force, you might get a steal. Wow.
What's the speed like here, Mark? Full 8 foot. We were getting 14.9 on these draws. It's a little quicker,
So rolling the dice, Joe, throwing that tight guard.
You want to be biting the four, hey?
It's everything Gushue wants.
Exactly.
As long as we get a
That's what he said. So we'll put up the guard and hopefully have a draw to get us out of this.
You get the feeling Team Alberta's just that 1/4 inch away from putting it away here. That if Brad's a curl any more, that they're sitting 2 or 3 with hammer. Now a great chance.
Front end
Line's
saying
good.
that it's a quick.
Top 4. Lots of line.
Is
We're there
pass.
right now.
Walker.
Hey, a little bit. Line's good. Lots of room.
Nichols.
Line's good.
Final stone for
Here we
Gushue.
guys.
Trying to wrap it around their
Line's
tight
good.
guard. Get into the top 8.
Waiting for it. We're there. Line's good. Line's good. Just get
there.
the weight right.
Curl.
Right
Curl
there.
that.
Get the weight right.
Right to that brush of Botcher.
Yeah, you can go now. You can
Right
go.
to that brush of Botcher to sit 2.
Good judge, Jeff.
That's the quickest spot we've seen today.
Showing a lot though, isn't it?
That's fine though, because if you take on the hit in your rack, Gushue's in the lead.
Yeah, you almost want to tempt
just this-
Jacobs into playing it.
I personally
absolutely.
like the draw. 12.5. I mean,
Okay,
the chase.
So he threw that.
Really?
He threw that really good.
That's
somewhere
safer,
around here.
Vic.
So
If your rack or blow by it, steal it too.
yeah.
There's an extremely good chance you'll outcount the one in the 12-foot there. So
If this rock was perfectly on the button and there was no space to draw to, I would assume that Jacobs would have chased it. But he's got, just needs to be full 4.
massive, absolute massive here. 2 up, playing 8. If you can make this thing.
The only question, this is wider than that other path. The path to cross center really, really keen. His wide are going to be a little bit slower.
Don't think so in this case.
Just his 4th draw of the game coming up, and he needs a good piece of the 4 as he draws against a couple. Leads by 1.
Lead's good.
I like
He liked it out of his hand. Gallant. Hebert.
I got T-line. Line's good,
So
guys.
to the T would be perfect.
I got back 4.
Now they've backed away a little bit here.
Back 4.
Suddenly it becomes back 4.
It's good.
And they're skating a little bit.
Good, guys. Line's good. Line's good.
Be okay as it gets into that slide path and the hand goes up right to the pin. So back 4 becomes the button and becomes 1 more for Jacobs.
Great way, buddy. Great, Emily.
Trying to set up the little come around their center guard, Brad Jacobs, and the team from the Glencoe Club in Calgary. As we welcome you back to this semifinal on a Sunday afternoon from Kelowna. And here in this 8th, Brad Gushue from the Remax Center, St. John's Curling Club. Does have last rock, has the hammer, trailing by 2, playing the Yellowstone.
Looks like it's got a curl. Top 4. Got to die a little. It should.
Whoa,
it's close.
Needs to curl. Needs to curl. Whoa, let it
Coming
curl.
down. No, we're still there.
On its own. Oh, it's not curling at all. Don't bounce. Don't bounce at all.
It's not. It's not.
Weight's good. Yep. Hard. Wow, thought you threw that pretty good, Jeff. It might just be that 8 rock straighter. Don't disagree with you. I think it's a little bit of both. Yeah.
It might have to do with that.
Yeah.
Too.
What kind of weight do you want?
But you might be right.
Back 4.
Okay.
Just hitting dead, right?
Yeah. Come on, boys. Yeah. My rock won't curl as much as his.
He just when he said that they widened the broom, that's interesting. Looks like plenty. You can't overthrow this.
Jeff Walker was just saying his rock might be straighter. He's had a really hard time getting his lined up.
Top 4. Yep. Clean.
He may just be on a different flight plan with his rock.
Yep. Perfect.
Clean.
Wait.
Yep. Perfect.
Yep. Whoa.
Clean. Curl. Clean.
Curl. Clean.
Clean. Down. Hard.
And just across the nose.
Shot.
Kind of came down a wee bit.
Right there for now.
Yeah.
I thought yours glid's pretty good. It did. Yep. Weight looks good. Top 12.
Brendan Botcher, his first.
Top 12. Get a room. Mine's good. Weight's nice. Get a room. Whoa. Wait, don't wait. Mine's good. Yep. Right to it. Yep.
We're there.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's coming down.
Whoa.
It's coming down.
Yep.
Yes.
Go. Oh, I lost it a bit. Okay, good shot.
Just a little over curl.
Blue, though. Okay, yeah, I lost half an inch less curl. Good judge.
It's fascinating. He battled the angles with the front ends
Third rock
nowadays.
down. Fourth rock down.
Can't be super light on this, but Brett cannot chip off and roll open.
Not as much ad.
Rub. Easy.
Weight's good. Top 8.
Clean.
Easy, Ben. Whoa, guys, just top 12.
Clean.
Yeah, we're top 12.
Okay, line's good. Weight's good. Line's good if the weight's good. What do you think?
Rub. Yeah. Line's good. Yep. Clean. Line's
Lock
good.
it on, Ben.
Line's good. Easy.
Lock it on. Freeze it.
Kennedy.
Curl. Got to curl it, Mark.
And he'll take it in.
Not bad. Great throw.
Look at
Brett.
that.
Nice.
Good weight, man.
Wanted another inch or two curl, but yeah, brilliant. Just brilliant shooting.
I don't mind. Don't mind something like this right now. Yeah. I like that. Hold the shooter over there. Board.
A lot of yellow in here. I think he can kill the shot rock and the 8-foot red also. If they're just on board. But
Yeah, they want to keep the shooter in play. It'll just be a rearrange for now.
Envisioning this being nice through here.
Yeah, I think so.
Team Canada with last
Wait's
draw.
good.
Trailing by 2 here in the
Clean.
8th. Brendan Botcher.
Clean. Forward. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Trying to unlock the pile.
Hard. 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 Hard.
And they do hold
Hey, good
that
shot.
shooter.
That's good.
Push the stones around, and it is Team Canada sitting one for sure
Just a little thick.
on the edge of the 4.
Not awful to splash him around a bit.
Sorry?
Not awful to splash him around a little bit.
Throw a little more
Pound
weight.
more weight, yeah.
Pound more weight, because if you did it any thinner, it's
Thought it was
not gonna
ballpark.
do-
These are dead even.
We're dead even, so.
Mark Kennedy. And here we go.
Yep.
Back that shit up.
Yep. Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Back it up.
Yep. Keep
Trying
going.
to hold it up for him. Bang. Get it. And away they go.
Spot there.
Boy.
So that's a lonely looking yellow right now.
Yeah, a
Here, Ben,
couple
hold
that
that for a
are
sec.
locked and loaded on the top 12, too.
Yes. Go ahead.
Back it up.
Yep. Keep going.
Great job.
Botcher got a hit unlucky when he spilled those. Just the way they kind of unraveled.
The other option is just try get those a little overlapped.
And be careful you don't touch the one on the left. Gotta be careful we don't touch the one on the left.
Yeah. We could ever
Do
do
we
it,
ever just
chisel
freeze
hard.
this one over here?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
I like the freeze or the.
I have no problem with that.
My first thought was to freeze one over there.
First thought was the freeze over here.
Yeah.
You like the freeze?
My first thought was a freeze over here.
Okay. Okay.
Good second shot and make him plant something.
Yeah.
And when he plants it, he also has to miss the
he's
back
gotta miss
one.
the back one.
Yeah, that's the
Good
key.
point.
That yellow, when that yellow shot rock comes back, it could jam on that back red.
You want to take the inside here, Jeff?
Is there enough room with that center guard to make the freeze?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's same speed.
You heard
I like that broom.
Yeah.
heard Nichols say, Jeff, you want to take over here? They'll move it around. They realize that Brendan's brushing is good. It's not particularly great, so
Got there
Walker
right now.
will take the lead.
Back four.
Back four.
Close, Jeff.
It's a little heavy.
Little bump.
Whoa.
Not wild. It's coming down.
Whoa,
Back four.
whoa.
Little bump.
Wait's close.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
It's coming down.
Close.
Yep.
Whoa.
Wait's good. We're still there. Mine only.
Whoa. Whoa.
Mine only.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, very good, Mark.
Wow, all on its own. They never put a lick to it.
96% before Mark threw that one. Just superb. He's been here so often. Like, that's coming through the slide path, hog line in until the last 10 feet.
Like it looked heavier than that.
I just think we might need those centers. Do we ever just plant this with peel?
Yeah, well, that
Get off of this. I got to be precise. But we
I was
plant
just
it
going
with
to
that.
say, like, we just got to be careful we don't jam.
If you didn't nose
If I
and
nose
lose
it-
this, these are pretty dangerous for him.
For sure. For sure.
And if we hit it one hair high, it's good too, right?
So, how much weight?
Sliver high with peel and stick it.
Okay, that's fine.
Nichols' freeze is just, I can't tell you how good that is, because you can come off it with any speed you want and roll towards the button.
Yeah.
If he'd frozen that dead on, it would have been worse
Throw it to Mega, bud.
Give it to you, Brett. Just
with separation.
Good toss.
Thanks.
Taking a bit of a chance here, but their point is you can hit it a hair high side, kill the buried one, and they can stay there with something.
But their concern is, Joe, is that stone in the back. They, Gushue team talked about it, the possible jam here.
Yeah, they desperately need to avoid that.
Mark Kennedy. Hebert.
Curl.
Where are we going now? Run it back. Got it. And he got away with it. Just overpowered the stone
Really
at
good, boys.
the
Good job, Mark.
back of the 8.
Good sweep.
That was a bullet.
Very nice,
Oh, it's very good. Really
The right
good throw.
weight
Thanks.
selection in case it did hit that back red really thick. That was going out of town.
Get rid of this.
Get as close to nose as we can.
In theory, I think we just got to, if we're going to roll, we roll
Just
behind
hack.
the red. That's
Right.
a pretty good shot.
Sure. It's never a freeze here, is it? No, he's probably making a play on the freeze on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hackley.
You got
Mark, just hold up for a second. We could do this too if you prefer it.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
You like that?
I don't mind.
The best would be close to nose. If we rolled halfway, you might be able to throw a bomb and get into the back.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm aware, yeah. I just, whatever visually looks easier and better for you.
Well, I mean, I think we got to try to get to nose here.
Okay? Because we do this, he's still probably playing this.
Yeah.
We get to nose and make them roll away.
Over this way.
Have an in-turn draw to get two.
How much buried is it?
Edge on edge?
Not much. Like,
okay. With the arc, I think we can get close to nose.
Just get the weight right and we'll manage it.
They're expecting
to the
curl
hack, eh?
past the puck. That's 18 inches in front of it.
If they hit what they can see, they'll flop like marginally to the right-hand side, as we saw it there. It's just really precise.
So good at not overthrowing these.
Good hack.
Clean.
Clean.
Close, Jeff. Yep.
Whoa. Good hack.
Close.
Jeff
Clean.
Walker close.
Yep.
Jeff Walker over it.
Curl.
Curl.
And now he'll pivot around. Up the curl as well. There you go.
Good shot.
Goodness. Got to the nose.
I don't think so. Huh?
He
I
could
think you just
roll
try
under
to
now.
nose it.
He did roll out far enough. You might
We
not
knows
get
that
shot.
pretty good, guys.
Huh?
We knows it.
That's true.
Not sure what he's doing if he knows
Okay.
it.
He's probably coming around, but.
Well, we got a 2-foot runner
Yep.
to steal.
So, because if we're.
You're never getting shot.
Never getting under.
I got a cup.
Okay.
Okay.
Nose hit.
All these tough shots from Alberta were set up by that angle freeze that Nichols made. It's you really can't get that out. You can't get to the inside to get that yellow out.
If he makes this, we come in just full 8.
Just full 8.
Yeah.
He doesn't think that he'll get the roll inside and underneath their stones.
They're just going to try to nose it so that if Brad
Wait's good.
Gushue plays the draw, they'll have a short run back. If they can stick it, they'd have a good chance at the steal.
Hard, Brett. Yep. Hard, Brett.
Jacobs had his first.
Hard for nose. Yep. Hard for nose.
Here in 8. Hard for nose. And right there. So they've got lots to run back if something gets over that way.
Beauty, bud. Good shots, buddy. Good sweep.
Yep. Yep. Just
Can't be any further than nibbling the 4-foot.
full 8.
Yeah. He plays the raise and we shot.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that area, the raise will be there. Whoops, sorry. The raise will be there, albeit tough. But if Jacob sticks it,
even, right? So
this is still shot rocks, a draw for 2.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You hear that, Mark?
What's that?
I said if it's not curling, we got to take it even so he doesn't have the double. But if we can get it fully buried, obviously
double?
full 8.
Or just off
the shooter if it's not curling. It's
Yeah,
not
okay.
eight.
Okay.
Yeah, if this is half open, maybe top 4, there will be a double.
Yeah, just let us know the line.
Similar speed to 2 ends ago, you think?
What if he's deeper?
Yeah.
Or if he's deeper, we can play the outside one.
4. Okay, yeah, beautiful. I like that.
Realistic chance at 3 here.
Brad Gushue had his first. Has shot
Top
rock.
12. Okay, we'll go then. Line's good.
Top 8, center
Yellow.
line. Maybe a nibble of the top 4 is what they're looking for.
It's good.
Stay close, Jeff.
Mark's in.
Walker
Line's good.
and Nichols.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Have they got it here? Can they carry it? Can they keep it alive here? Can they keep it alive? No, it'll come up light.
Okay. Thought we'd get bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was those
Off the yellow.
hit
You can't bump
numbers
it too
that
far.
really let him down
Top of the 4-foot.
early in the game. That
Come off wet yellow.
3 when he missed both his
If you're here,
hits.
you might have
That's the
this for
difference.
2.
The player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Bump it a rock.
Bump it on the nose to the top of the 4. Okay, I like it. I'll take a look here.
Right on the nose.
You don't want to bump it back
the
into
nose, right
like
on
this
2
type
feet.
of area. It looks great. Even if you bump it there, it looks great. But then Gushue's coming off that perfect freeze it again, that and a nice angle that Mark made to get his 2. So they're just going to bump this thing ideally into this type of area.
That's
pretty good.
Has to be shot, of course. Even a little high side, kick it towards the yellow. Don't think Brad can raise the one he just threw. Not with any weight.
No.
His died a bit. What will this do?
They've thrown this side a lot this end, so I feel like this side is up to speed.
Right on the nose, Mark.
Yep. Clean. Yep.
Yep. We
It's
gotta
good.
go
Back east.
line.
Right on the nose, Mark. That's what you're looking for, Hebert says.
We're a bit heavy.
Line's good.
We're a bit heavy.
I got you. Line's good.
Love to be on the nose.
Curl then. Curl. Curl.
Get to the nose.
Guys.
And they did. And back they go. Now, is that too deep?
Yeah.
Okay, but try cups.
Unbelievable.
Whatever weight you want at this.
For 3. I just didn't think that one out.
Half, thin half.
I think they did. They just got surprised by how quick it was on that side.
You miss it completely. It's a deuce.
You bet. All good.
You guys like that ice there? I do. It's
Again, the angle freeze set this up.
inch or 2 curl, I think is all, eh?
I think you're going to get just a little bit of curl.
Wow.
It really has been a classic in terms of strategy, where to put the stones this end. Has he got a 3 here?
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
Gushue.
Curl. Curl.
In 8.
Curl.
Walker.
Whoa. Clean.
Have you got this? Bang coming across. Yes, you do, Gushue.
Brilliant 3.
What a wonderful 8th for Team Gushue as they pick up 3 in what really could be a masterclass in strategy. The one great corner freeze. You heard Jacobs talk all about the number of stones that he could run back, and then when he had the opportunity, he went deep, and then Gushue made him pay.
Bump it out wrong. Call 4 weight. Yeah.
How does that feel?
That seemed to slide.
Slow and gave it a nice positive add.
Yeah, that seemed to slide
I think
as
it's
good.
all, eh?
I think you're going to get just a little bit of curl.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yes.
Absolutely no mistake. Thank you. Give him that sniff.
But then it's that raised, Joe, right? I mean, if he doesn't tap it there, if he just taps it top 8,
oh yeah, it's just
not there.
3 feet heavy, and you cannot open the door like that for Brad Gushue in the playoffs at the Brier.
So he has the lead now as we welcome you back. We go to 9, and Brad Jacobs out of Calgary does have last rock again, has the hammer, playing the red star.
Okay, that's fine. That'll play.
So what are you playing for here if you're Jacobs, Joe?
Chipping and rolling the red, like.
Well, they went around the center line to start the end, which makes me think they'd love to push for a blank if they can.
Whatever you like. We got to be quick.
Jacobs and company, they burnt a lot of time last end talking through shots. They were fine to start the 8th, but now they're down to less than 5 minutes.
They've got to be the complicated one, too, when it comes to strategy, trying to find a way to get 2. What's this guy have to do, right?
Yeah.
He's won 10 games, only lost 1. The one he lost was to Gushue on a shot a double that We talked about in the opening that jammed. It could have been 2 and they win the game. Same thing here. I think the better team, right until that last end, bumps it 2 feet too far. 2 shots, or this team arguably could be undefeated. They got to work hard now, though.
We got room. You need to curl. Curl. We're good here. Curl. We're good. Come on.
And right up to it.
Okay, good.
Bump that upper rock. If we happen to hit it a hair high and just tickle this one, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Top 4.
Top 4, top 8.
Job 1 for Team Canada to force, hold them to a single.
In there pretty good.
Yep.
That's your thought?
Oh, yeah. And Gushue will be happy with the setup here.
Yeah,
Lots of rocks to remove if a blank is ever in play.
It's in real good shape here now. That freeze is pretty solid. I don't think you want to bump it if you're Botcher.
Yep. Gotta go.
A little light.
We're on the guard. Stay down. Yep. We're
This is tight early.
Hard.
Walker.
Hard.
Top 12 weight.
Hard.
9th end into the inner line early. This will go crazy for curl.
Separate him. Okay. Got away with it.
Okay.
That trajectory is well inside where they wanted it. But Brendan, out of his hand, may have just been marginally tight of the broom.
7-8 tie with T-line?
Yeah. Thinking about here, Brett, after that last one.
Okay.
We haven't seen Team Jacobs bring the play to the middle once when they've had hammer. They've always gone corner guard or open side.
Yep. Small bump. Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Clean, easy.
Clean. Where are you?
Curl. T-line. We need curl now.
Straighter side.
Could that be because of the Gushue drawing ability? Is that your thought?
Yeah, and they have to force the issue now.
Not bad.
I mean, Gushue's draws have been wonderful.
A little straighter there.
Is it the same shot Brendan played?
Yeah, or...
Man.
I think you get...
You almost got a lot of reds here.
Half a rock gets all 4.
You got half?
Yeah.
Big half.
Yeah. At least half.
Okay, he says half a rock could get 3 of them.
I think I might get all 4.
Almost teed up to get them all. What do you think? Half rock?
Yeah, I got half.
Okay. Yeah, we want half to maybe a hair more.
Yeah.
That's about all you got. Are you seeing it?
Yep.
Okay. Let's make it nice and hard.
Running out of ink.
And if you're going to trust anybody, if Gushue says, "Are you seeing it?" and Mark Nichols says, "Yeah,"
yep,
then he
really
does.
hard.
Here we go. Together for so long. The trust. Has he got it? No.
Okay.
Goodness. Wow.
Okay.
So straight in that spot, just straight and arrow out of his hand.
Yeah, and it was coming at Mach 3, so he protected.
Here. Yeah.
Dear.
Yeah, with how much weight? Back 12?
Yeah, with
I
just
was thinking like a hack weight. Okay. Back line weight, yep. We're trying to get it onto here,
Onto
right?
the yellow. Yeah, I know.
Guys, onto the yellow.
Half a rock with hack, right?
Third of a rock. Thin half.
Third with hack?
Huh?
Hack?
Yeah.
They got a chance here.
I'd even like to see you hit a third.
Jacobs.
Third of a rock.
You could just tap the red and then have it queued up. This could set up a triple again.
Mark Kennedy.
Board. Heavy. Board weight.
Curl, man.
Straight side heavy. That's not good.
Ebert trying to help it over here.
Keep going.
All the way.
Keep going. You got it. Keep going. Keep going.
Going to spill that yellow? No.
Good. Very nice.
In fact,
Okay,
they
good
move
shot.
it back, and the shot rock for the moment is Team Canada.
Attaboy. Great sweep. Sorry. Shot. 5 feet heavy.
Pretty good.
Sorry, guys.
It works though. Rolled away, not bunching the reds, and they unlocked that yellow.
It's great if you make it, yeah.
Oh, you know he wants to make up for that first one.
Like,
I don't see any issue right now in this, but
I don't mind that.
I just think this one's in the way a lot here, Mark. Like
Okay.
that's Whew. I think if you're playing that, you're playing the double into the red.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm worried this one's still going to move.
I was wondering if you play the double on these reds, if that dregs and kills the back one. I was wondering if you could hit this thin enough. Kill that one. Get all three of those.
I don't see that, Jeff.
Probably pulls.
I don't see him doing that. If we get a hair on the inside.
Yeah, I like that. This.
I think Gushue's done really well in the last couple of years. Is he's so confident that he's staying aggressive here. It would be so easy to panic.
Yeah, he knows when to switch gears and use the draw to get out of trouble.
Yeah, you're sitting too buried here and maybe even partly frozen.
Keep it out here, Jeff.
Okay, got a little light.
Keep it out.
Go.
Hard.
Go.
Take a look. It's close.
Hard.
No, it's
It's close.
It's
The
late.
blocker trying to hold up
Wait,
that
close.
curl. Keep
Wait,
it
don't
out
wait.
there,
Not
Jeff.
four. Okay. Wait, don't wait.
Wait's
Yep.
Wait's good.
Yep.
Wait's real good.
Whoa, wait, don't wait. Whoa.
Here we go again.
Walk it on. Whoa.
And taking it back.
Whoa.
And somebody get the key because it's locked. Boy, it was his set-up shot on the angle of the last end.
Yeah, absolutely. Just brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant.
Whoa. Clean. Walk it on. Glue it on.
Little bit.
Whoa.
Good shot.
Does this angle line up? Yellow, red, yellow. Does the yellow by Brad's chest go straight through and tickle that one that Mark through? That's the only way you can get that freeze out of there. Don't know.
Mark Kennedy.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Trying to throw the combination.
Come on.
And no.
Good shot.
Hi, boy. Good shot.
Mark. Not bad.
Used to save that.
Boy,
got that. You
even
like
if it had
that.
unlocked it.
Yeah, he's also got the three. The one.
Yeah.
Same shot?
My first thought was kind of. Same. What's that?
Yeah. No, I was just
Wasn't
saying
there. There wasn't. They were too close together to drag it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to whip this in, Mark, if we do that.
Okay. Right now, it's not quite lined up good.
Okay. I thought it was something like this.
Yeah, I'm with you, Brad.
Okay.
He's got this. It's pretty flat, but makeable.
Yeah.
And I'm not
And
sure
he's got that.
playing it on his first.
I don't think I played on his first.
I think he's going to freeze.
If say we play this.
Yeah.
And he plays, like, can he get this pull in that way?
No, not without leaving the 4 there.
No, I mean, like, if ours is there, here.
Yeah.
And he plays thin.
Oh, well, I think we just got to try and roll kind of into there.
Sure. Okay.
Ideally, I think we'd roll just into the 4.
Yeah, just to bite center one.
Yeah, just nudge the 4 an inch.
Well, we don't want to nudge it because
really
then
wanna
you
nudge it
might
too
line
much.
the one up to do some
Yeah,
damage.
we might line that up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. Board?
Yeah.
Two great freezes. One last end by Mark. One this end by Mark. I think it's just put a dagger in this Alberta team to get something going.
Leave the in-off for our last one?
Yeah. Or you play the in-off on your first one.
No, I don't think we want to do that.
You gotta get something in top 4.
You gotta get shot rock.
He's trying to
Blast the double?
I don't think so. I think he's playing a. I thought he was playing a. Oh, he must be playing a double. Yeah.
No, he's not.
No, in Team Alberta, with the clock being the way it is.
I think so too.
Already thinking ahead, huh? It'll be hurry up.
Yeah, they have to plan their next shot while Canada's discussing, so they missed the call.
I think so too.
Both teams still have their timeouts available, so that's a minute and change. They always add that travel time to the minute.
Clean. Little big. Clean. Whoa.
Clean.
Little big.
Clean.
Yep.
I wonder if there'll be, if he makes this the way he talked about it, if
Whoa.
Jacobs will be surprised.
Curl.
Whoa, no roll.
No roll.
Yeah, see, now are they surprised by that play, do you think?
Jacobs?
Yeah,
Good shot.
because they were expecting a double.
Either this.
I think they looked at the ice and thought double, yeah.
Again with a bump.
Yep, try to generate a skips 2
I
here.
like this. A lot of times I think you might leave him that, but
You like this?
I think if you're playing that, don't you have to unlock the yellow?
Right.
No, we always
Unlock
got
those
this.
ones at the back.
I just want to get something shot top 4 where we have a shot for 2.
Yeah, I'm looking for 2 as well.
We got to be quick here.
If you just unlock that, then he can't freeze.
Okay,
You're sending that
okay.
in for 3.
Unlock's
Okay.
good too.
Yeah, Freeze it on there.
Let's unlock.
Unlock's good.
Just the ice to unlock.
That is the ice for. I'm throwing like a freeze, though. You know, like.
Brad's going to throw the freeze, let the sweepers do the rest. Just can't be heavy here and under curl. So to get curl past the rocks, top of the house.
So unlocking is what? A stone, a quarter of a stone, or just gap?
Well, you want to bring in that top red, so I would think a foot at least, which is hard to do here.
And you're going to have any weight left by the time you get down
That's just it. And then if Brad sits here and goes, well, I better be aggressive, and then it's not going to curl enough to make anything. You have to be shot rock here. So I like what he said. I'm playing the freeze. If you guys can bump it, great.
It's good. Back 8. Clean.
Things virtually dead buried around a rock that's in the paint.
Jacobs first.
Back 8. Curl.
The land.
Really good curl.
And you got to help it over now. Got to have some oomph left too to unlock it.
Keep going.
Come on,
Here they go.
And
now.
Good shot.
And he does unlock it by more than a stone. And so,
hey, we might have to call a timeout here, guys.
Good sweep. Beauty. Good sweep.
Already thinking ahead, may call their timeout.
Yep. We pick a shot and we roll with a minute 45 and a timeout.
Yeah, I think you got to save your timeout for the 10th end. Just perfectly managed here.
Curl, Brett, come on.
Keep going.
A little harder than they wanted to, but Brett did a great job helping that curl over.
And that red, to answer your question, Vic, if the yellow goes back onto the red, I believe there's at least 2 or 3 red that'll count. If Gushue can't get this in the right spot,
I did, and they were.
he knows this shot, and he can get that hair more curl on Jacobs, in my opinion.
Is this down to it? Roll a little bit towards center line, or just a freeze?
Can't freeze. You can't roll. It's not enough room to get enough curl to roll buried.
Love to get to the inside here and sit shot.
A little heavy.
Line's good. I don't think so. Back forward. Well then, line's good. Back
so
forward.
much on the line here. Those two. Walker, Nichols.
Back forward.
Botcher calling line.
Curl.
Now help it over. Nichols trying to get it over. Trying to get it over. Can you actually get across the nose a little bit? Can you, in fact? Yes, you can. My goodness. They are the shot rock. He's shaking his head as if he's left something.
I think he almost had to leave something. It's if it stays wide side, you're giving up 4. He got pretty close to the guard. He couldn't wreck either, but I think Jacobs can jam this out.
Just slightly heavy. Would have seen a bit more finish with a few feet less weight.
Can't see a ton of this.
Fuel manager for you, buddy.
The red will drag back a little bit.
It's going to stay a hair higher.
Final stone right now is shot rock. Gushue leads by 1 as we play here in 9. Hebert, look at him, trying to hold it up. Hebert now, Gallant backing it in. You got it? Squirt it. Oh, and down it goes. And 1 there, 2 there.
Measuring.
And they're going to measure for a third.
Here, good shot. Measuring. I think it's just 2. Didn't budge at all.
Didn't budge is right. That yellow just stuck.
So 2 it is for sure.
Unlucky, to be honest. It just hard to believe at that weight the yellow would go back there and not go anywhere. It rolls at all. It's 3.
Kennedy having a good look. It's a huge third point. They're going to measure it.
Yeah. They were dead froze, so there was no drag on the back one.
Again, that freeze saved Gushue.
We needed 1 more inch of weight on this first one. Yes! Clean! 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 Stay there! Yeah! Fuck yeah! 2. Measuring.
So measuring now for a possible third.
It's yellow. I didn't take much of a look at it.
I think it's yellow.
And if you have to look twice, measure it.
We have 2 red so far.
Yeah.
What a crazy game.
It's just a very big point.
It is.
To either be up by 1 or be up by 2 for Jacobs.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
From Gushue to Jacobs. just 2. Jacobs gets his couple. Gushue will get the last rock coming home. We're all trying just to catch our breath as we welcome you back. Wow, what a game it's been. Remarkable. As we go to the 10th, and Jacobs and Alberta, they do have the lead. They got 2. The measurement was only 4-2. But now Team Canada and Brad Gushue have the last rock. They have the hammer coming home, playing the Yellowstones and down by 1. But the thing to consider now, maybe more importantly than anything else, is the lack of time that Brad Jacobs has. He does have 1 timeout, however.
Good shot. Good shot. Very good job. Good judge, guys.
12.5?
Yep.
Tough to dig this out. You know, it's a smattering of frost out wide.
It's overburied.
It's overburied. It's a tight guard. Oh, boy. The audibles tip the guard rolling for center.
Yeah, just can't eliminate the guard. It's a 5-rock roll. Just move it over a bit. It might roll to the middle.
Close. Straight.
Curl.
Mark.
Curl.
Getting neither now, boys.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, go Cups. Yep. Go. Okay. Not bad.
It was too good. Didn't know
How
what
much
to do.
can you see of that yellow?
Well, there's so much to talk about. I mean, it was really a good, well-played 5th that got Jacobs his 3. But then Gushue, that corner freeze by Mark Nichols, that led to the 3. And then, of course, the 2, only 2 after the measure. The game story is brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995.
Again, a time problem. You could not throw that rock any better. The right speed, the right line, and they thought, well, I can tick either one of them, and they got caught right in between.
I heard Mark Kennedy say it was just too good.
Yeah.
He wanted to make sure that they made contact with something.
Worst part now is it's still 2/3 buried.
Normal. Yep. Gotta go. Normal. Quiet. Gotta go. 9.5. Hard.
Shooter rolling into the rings, though, means Team Canada has to go after it. They want to make sure the rock that's in the corner comes on the scoreboard.
Nichols, 1, and bounces it back, and they are sitting the shot rock.
Real nice. Yeah.
Same shot here, basically, for Gallant.
Did you time that last one?
12-3. No, I didn't.
I did. 12-3.
So you're trying to save time in your pre-shot routine, but you have to dial in here.
Weight's good. Clean.
Clean.
Little more than the last one. Yep. Clean. Well, clean. Yep. Clean.
Heavy.
One more time in the dig.
Curl. Just clean. Curl. Dig bend. Hard.
And dig bend, and and he just got it, and it'll just go out the back.
Oh, man.
And now that Yellowstone has some backing.
They just don't have the time to communicate, and it's killing them. That was a shade heavier.
Want to go here?
Gushue's got everything he wants now. It's frozen, it's open, he's got 2 guards.
It's hard to get 3rd shot.
Don't have to.
I don't mind then around the center, beat him in there.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Top 8.
I think we go around there, he's going to end up doing something like that.
I agree.
So.
Yep.
Full 8? Yeah, full 8's pretty good.
Okay.
Jacobs is going to have to change gears here.
Yeah,
try to draw their way out of trouble.
You might see a 2nd center guard from Jacobs.
Speed's good.
You're looking pretty good now with your banking some time for Jacobs.
Yeah. 2 hours and 45 minutes ago, that's what I said.
It is remarkable that they're into this situation again.
Okay, line's good.
Top 4.
Line's good. Whoa.
Half 4.
Whoa. Hey, wait, don't wait. Line's good. Curl.
We're half 4.
Whoa. Okay, it's going to need to curl, Jeff.
Real good. Whoa,
line's
right.
close. No, line's fine now. Line's fine. Line's fine. Sit. Okay, good shot.
A little deeper than they wanted.
Yeah, top 8 is what they were calling.
I think we freeze that now, guys.
Yep. You like that?
Yep.
I like that. Hey.
What kind of weight? Back 8?
What's the weight?
Freeze works too.
Speed's good here.
If you can push it far enough, though, to outcount it with the back. Alberta Stone back 8.
Look at the time now, 54 seconds.
Clean. Weight's good. Back 12. Clean.
They still have their timeout. They'll use it on one of Brad Jacobs' rocks.
Clean.
Back line.
Weight's good.
Needs to curl.
Curl. Curl.
Weight's perfect.
Curl, Ben.
Hebert.
Curl, Benny.
Just keep digging a hole. Dig a trench.
And all the way.
More. Yellow.
Touch that yellow. Okay.
And
Good shot.
won't.
Beauty, bud.
Really nice.
Pass it
Good shot, Mark.
to the back. They are the shot rock for the moment.
Okay, you guys get ready.
Try and do the same thing. Try and get to the nose.
It actually
Yeah,
overcurled
it's either
Joe.
that or
If it
it's
ever
an
ticked the
intern,
yellow,
just
there would have
push
been a
it in
nice
the open.
yellow pocket there.
Get a shot, Mark.
Not against that either, if you like it.
Roll on.
No, let's play the same thing.
Right.
Okay.
We gotta
You think we can get to the nose?
just.
Okay. You're
Back
looking
8.
for back line.
Okay.
We can be a smidge high as well. Which side do you want?
Right there. Yeah, straight there. Back line.
Yeah.
Weight's good. Clean. Back line.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Minimum. Weight's good.
Whoa!
Back line. Curl. Hard. Really got to curl. Looks heavy. Hard. Just through. Oh, no. We're killing our yellow.
And they are. They're bumping it back.
Okay, Mark.
And now rolls over.
Okay.
And that leaves Jacobs
You like
shot
the
rock
straight
for the
draw?
moment.
Okay, so let's do it.
And it's
so.
already Kennedy
Fight the four, guys.
in the hack and ready to throw as time
Fight the 4.
counts down. Still with one timeout remaining.
Teams will practice this in their practices, how fast you can play an end and be sane enough to make some shots.
Clean.
Back
Top
button.
button.
Brett,
Oh,
can you hit it a bit?
deep's a
No,
problem.
we can't.
Guys, it's
Curling.
curling a mile.
Yeah, it needs to stop.
Yes, Brett, hard line.
Well, as soon as we get by.
Get to here.
Look at that swoop.
Yep. Stay high on it. Stay high on it.
Wow.
Okay.
Very nice considering the pressure. Mark Kennedy.
Yes. A lot more
Not bad at all,
curl than they
Mark.
want. I don't think it was enough ice. They were inside edge of 8 for that.
Nose it with hack.
Probably
weight?
want to be just through at least.
Same weight.
Yeah.
Just
What do you
keep
see him for
it
ice?
in this type of area.
Yep.
So get that right out of the forefoot. Yeah.
You think you can get rid of one red, Joe? The other one, would you move it far enough to sit the 2?
I think they'll move the shot rock out of the
Couple feet
forefoot.
less.
The other one isn't going to go very far,
feet less.
but it'll be close to sitting
Yep.
2.
Back line. Hard.
Nichols.
Hard.
Third
Just through.
Stones.
Should be able to hold it here.
Curl.
Walker.
Nail.
Botcher.
Curl.
And now push it through.
Jeff, go.
There you go.
Very
And
good,
out
good.
it goes. And it still appears that the shot rock is the Jacob Stone T-line, edge of the 4.
Good sweep.
I see 2 shots. Right here. This would be a really good rock to get right there.
Called their timeout.
For this.
Yeah. I was thinking even if we knows that.
I'd love to
Do
be
you have the
second
double?
shot. Probably not. Close though.
Trying not to bunch ours right now.
Those are your 2 shots. I
Perfect
think.
shot by Nichols
ever freeze
again
this?
because it's so raisable.
But as soon as he bumps this for shot, what are we gonna do?
Well, for shot rock, I guess we blast it.
You throw a
That
soft
rock's
waiter
trouble.
on that yellow and roll
We either
to
go
the
right
other
beside
yellow.
it, guys.
What if we tried like what Mark just did?
It's a great shot.
Yeah. It's just with the
It's
weight.
there, huh?
We got 45 seconds. We got to be real quick.
I don't think it's there to top the yellow with the outturn, Joe.
Outturn freeze.
Yeah,
like
you got to
the upturn
overcurl
drop.
that guard so far. I don't like that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Like even if you make
Like
something
Mark,
good,
the
just-
problem that I'm seeing is if we're a little deep, he just goes whack.
If we're deep.
hey, we got to be good.
Hey,
Okay, cup tea.
Gotta be good
Speed's good here.
and fast.
Be quick.
Corner freeze the yellow. Sit 2.
Don't love this. Straight guard to a tight guard or something you can use later.
Okay, top 4.
What's
He's
Brad
right
going to
here
do
now.
if you don't get into the
Fifth one
forefoot
down.
here? He probably taps
Speed's
that.
good, eh?
yeah.
14-6.
You might have a double or triple after that.
Feel it out. Top 4.
And time is in again. So he'll have 34 seconds to use with his last.
It's good.
T-line, a little heavy.
Brad Jacobs, first of the skip stones here in 10.
Back button. Line's good.
Leads by 1.
A little heavy right now.
Back button. Good.
Gotta
Line's
make
good.
it good, fellas. You gotta make it good.
Lead's good.
Bite the 4.
Okay, we're there, guys.
Get ready, Brad. Bite the 4.
Right here.
Gallant.
Right here. We're heavy.
Bite the
Right
4.
there.
We're a little heavy.
Right to that brush.
We're a little heavy.
Right there.
Great shot.
How do you like that?
Okay.
3 inches heavy. He hammers that, they go.
Pretty good, cops.
Should go over it.
If you hit it thin,
Yeah. It's just that 3 might spin in for shot. What?
You ever hit it hard on the nose right now?
I don't love that, Jeff, because he just does this.
Yeah, but you're shot.
What?
You'd be shot rock, wouldn't? Maybe.
Nah. I'm thinking we hit this thin.
Do you want to take your
You
time?
got 60 seconds.
You want to take your
What's
time
that?
You got
now?
60 seconds.
We still have a timeout, don't we?
Yeah, I know.
You want to take it now?
I'm just.
No, let's come down quickly
Okay.
and we'll talk.
You're thinking thin?
I'm thinking thin.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
Yeah.
It opens everything up too.
Yep.
Should sit
Any chance that's
2
Yeah,
unless that
we just
red
gotta go
jams.
on this one, that's all.
Gushue's running out of time now, too.
Yeah, okay.
He wants to use his time on his last, though.
Get ready to
Yeah.
go on that one. On this, I think this one.
Yeah, that one's never going to get behind the
To hit the yellow fin.
Okay.
They got unlucky
Okay.
there with that red. If it comes an inch farther, it then jams on that left-hand yellow. Inch higher, this shot's not here either. It
True.
got a little unlucky with a brilliant try there.
Look at this. So he has the timeout, and he's going to use it for sure.
Yellow stays.
We good?
Okay. 12 seconds.
Yeah, it should redirect right into that red.
Look at that. 7 seconds plus his timeout. Here we go. Thin. Very thin.
Hard! Hard, Jeff. Hard,
Jeff Walker, very thin. Here we go. Have you got it thin? And across it goes, and they're sitting. 1, 2. That would be for the win. Jacobs has 1 to play.
Can't play the double either, Jacobs, because it'll jam on the back one.
We feed half the 4 foot.
And Gushue already alerting the official. And there she goes on her microphone to say, as soon as time is in, we're calling our timeout. He has to be the shot rock. Brad Jacobs last as we play here in 10. Leads by 1. But right now, it is Gushue sitting the 2.
You want to almost underbury this.
Right here.
Rub.
We're good.
Rub. Ben.
Top button.
Ebert.
Ben, we need curl.
Gallant.
Has to curl. Get in here then. Get in here. Yep.
Curl.
Yes.
Curl.
Yes.
Get
Go.
it in there.
Go.
Get it in there, and they'll sit the shot stone, and time's been called.
It's plenty if you get it back here.
Yeah.
It's there
What
all
kind of weight
day.
you throwing? Back line?
Great
Feet
shot by
heavy there.
Jacobs. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 feet heavy.
Yeah.
Looking for a little bit more curl.
We saw mine here.
We said Brad Jacobs has never or has
I
not
was
beaten Gushue in a playoff game since 2015.
I should get more curl than you.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Gushue
You like that,
with a chance now.
I do. And the speed is what? Still 14 down here?
It's still 14. That was
Gushue's dad,
13.
Ray,
Okay.
who's watched so many of these over the years. Gushue with a chance to win and advance to the final and a rematch of the 23 final against Matt Dunstone.
Little heavy. Whoa.
So now,
Curl.
trying to get it to curl. Did he overthrow this? Did he overthrow this? Here we go. Walker,
Hard, Jeff.
get it over.
Hard, Jeff.
Jeff Walker, get it over. Get it over. Jeff Walker, get it over and just touch it. No, he did not. He overthrew it. Brad Jacobs is going through to the final of the Montana's Brier.
Wow.
just a little heavy, a little wide. Couldn't get this thing to walk over.
I think how close that was too. Yeah, just heavy from the get-go. Maybe a slight outward set.
And the winless streak is over with a smile. Make the final 7-5. Gallant, who won 4 titles with Gushue, will now get a chance to play for another championship as he advances to play Matt Dunstone. They are the top 2 seeds coming into this year's Brier. Dunstone #1 in our country, Jacobs #2, and they will play for this year's Brier Championship. What a game. What an unexpected finish. Jacobs thought he wouldn't get that chance, but he will now.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada.
What an afternoon it's been. What a semifinal it was. And what does he think as he looks at the ice? And now Brad Jacobs celebrates with wife Shauna, his son Dale, daughter Camille. It's on to the final. And he's taken the hard road so far, hasn't he, Jacobs? He's won 3 of the 4 that he needs to win a championship. But Matt Dunstone, they've all been here before. He was the runner-up to Gushue in 23. And for Jacobs, his first final since 15 when he lost to Pat Simmons. I'm sure the question is, did you think you'd be standing here right now when Gushue had it in his hand to win? What an afternoon. Our thanks to the Gushue team as they leave us now, and we'll look forward to seeing them down the road. And we'll look forward to seeing you again at 8 p.m. Eastern Time when it's the gold medal game, the championship of this year's Montana's Brier. Jacobs against Dunstone, and all of it here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.